What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live watch along, people. The first live watch along of 2026. Big up to everyone. Hope you are all well. Hope you're healthy and hope you are looking forward to today's game. Very interesting team lineup. Do me a favor, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And looking forward, hopefully, to 3 points today, people. And I'm telling you, I reckon I was on time. It's 31 on the clock. I've been here about 30 seconds. I'm telling you, man, I'll take that. Very close to 4. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? On time, people. New year, new me. But no, I wouldn't, hold me to that for the rest of the streams, especially the midweek ones. It is what it is. But listen, big up to everyone locked in. Hope you're all well. Let's go through the Arsenal team, people, as always. Interesting team selection. In goal, David Raya. The back four, Urian Timber at right back, Nkapie at left back. The two centre backs are Saliba and Gabriel. So a very strong back four there. The midfield, Martin Zubimendi, Declan Rice starts, people, which is very interesting considering Arteta said on Friday he hadn't trained throughout the week. So maybe he trained on Friday afternoon. He always says, oh, guys, we have one more training session, guys. So maybe he trained on Friday afternoon. Declan Rice starts. Let's hope he hasn't rushed him back, considering we've got Liverpool on Thursday. But if he's 100%, then fine. Martin Odegaard obviously is in the attacking midfield role. He's the captain. He's actually playing quite well at the moment. And then the front three, two changes in the front three, people. Noni Madueke plays on the right ahead of Bukayo Saka. No Saka in the team. That's probably mashed up a few FPL teams today. And Martinelli plays on the left. No Trossard. Obviously, rotation there. And Victor Gyokeres retains his position up front, which is interesting. I said when we did the preview yesterday, I would continue with him. I suppose now you're looking at Gyokeres and saying, okay, we've seen you with Saka and Trossard. Let's see how you get on with Madueke and Martinelli. He needs to improve. I don't mind that front three, particularly Saka. I think Saka does need to be rotated sometimes. Trossard for Martinelli is interesting because they do rotate a little bit. So did Trossard need a rest? But I don't know. It is what it is, people. And that is your team. Madueke on the right, Martinelli on the left, Victor Gyokeres up front. The Arsenal bench, Kepa, Lewis Skelly, Ben White, Norgard, Mikel Merino, Ebery Chieze, Bukayo Saka, Leandro Trossard, and Gabriel Jesus is on the bench, people. In terms of Bournemouth, Petrovic, Jimenez, Truffet, Senesi, Hill, Scott, Tavernier, Brooks. Semenyo plays. There was rumours he might be on the bench. Obviously, he's going to Manchester City after this game, but he does start. Pep probably encouraged him to start to try and take points off us. Justin Cliver and Eva Nielsen is up front. The bench, 4 starts Saleh, Smith, Cook, Unal, Junior, Reme, Diakate, and Adley. Big up to everyone locked in. 1,500 of you already. Let's get the likes up. We're looking for 3,000 likes today. You wonder if Arteta was downplaying the Declan Rice injury and sort of making out it was worse than what it was, because you're looking at it going, well, you're sitting in a press conference on Friday saying he hasn't even trained, and Saturday afternoon he's starting. I just wonder if he was doing mind games. I'm not sure. If he wasn't doing mind games, then obviously there's a concern that are you taking a big risk, especially when we've got Liverpool on Thursday. But if he is 100% fit, fine. Declan Rice, it's always good to see him back in the team. This midfield requires Declan Rice in it. Although we had a very good result against Aston Villa in the week with no Declan Rice. So I like the fact that we showed midweek what we're capable of without him playing, because I had concerns about that midfield, but you'd rather see Declan Rice in it than Marino. I thought Marino was was pretty ineffective against Villa, to be honest, and hasn't really impressed when he's been in that midfield role. So very interesting. Declan Rice returns to the Arsenal lineup today, people. And obviously, just looking ahead briefly, this week we've got Liverpool on Thursday night in the league, which is a massive game. And then next Sunday, sorry, we play against Portsmouth in the FA Cup away from home. So that'll be an opportunity to rotate next weekend and give people a run out in that game, definitely. Just in terms of personnel and one or two players that we're just going to talk about briefly, not going to make a big deal out of it, but Eberechi Eze, again, not in the starting 11. 3 games in a row he hasn't played, and he doesn't play today. If you watched obviously we react to the press conference that happens usually early afternoon, but then there's a 10 p.m. one that comes out with some further quotes. And Arteta was asked about Eberechi Eze, was asked about Noni Madueke, was asked about Ethan Nwaneri. And the way he spoke about Eze, it was interesting. He said that Madueke adapted to the club straight away, and then he said, Eze's had some good moments, but there's things he needs to work on. And I thought, the language is quite interesting. There's something in Eze's game that Arteta doesn't like. Whether that's the lack of work rate off the ball. I think he was fuming with that goal that we conceded at Villa when he switched off. And I honestly think that when he signed Eze, because we were struggling on that left-hand side, with Trossard and Martinelli not really in great form, I think he thought that Eze would end up playing on the left for Arsenal, and he could play Eze on the left, Odegaard 10, and then Saka on the right. But Eze has not really played well at all when he's played on the left. His better performances have come when he's played in the central attacking midfield role. But we know he wants to build that attacking midfield around Martin Odegaard. I have to admit with Eze, listen, I love him as a player. And he would be getting more game time if I was in charge, that's for sure. I mean, that hat-trick against Tottenham is outstanding. The winner against Palace and blah, blah, blah. He's very lethargic, very laid back off the ball. He's almost what people used to say as like a luxury player. You get other players to do the hard work for him, and he shows you your quality. Now, at Palace, he would have been allowed to do that. And I think at Arsenal, he's probably not going to be allowed to do that. Certainly not with this manager, and certainly not with Martin Odegaard, who he clearly sees as his main man in that role. So, listen, as I said, if Eze doesn't kick a ball between now and the end of the season, and we win the Champions League or we win the Premier League, it is what it is. I told you, I don't get too caught up on individual players, but I just think we do need to get more out of him as a player. There's a talent there. He should still be coming on for 20 minutes. Who posted that photo? Who? I just typed in Eze. Where is that from? I'll check where that is. I'll check it. How do I get off the screen so I can see it? It is on. It's some Eze fan page. I just literally typed in Eze on Twitter. Ebbs O fan page. It is. That's the one. But yeah, you'll find it. It's there. It's everywhere. Should have went to Spurs. I mean, listen, we'll never say that. But Eze will either sink or swim. Sometimes as a player, we might look at Arteta and say, look, you haven't helped Eze. You haven't this, that, the other. But Eze probably does need to look at himself and say, I'm 27 years of age. It's a World Cup year. You're at a big club. You're at a very, very big football club. There is a step up. Now, sometimes when you're up against a player that's one of the favourites of the manager, you've got to do twice as much to get in the team. So not only has Eze got a ball out, he's got to work hard. He's got to put a shift in. And that's the reality of the situation. Eze's good games have been fantastic. His bad games have been dreadful. And Odegaard, the one thing about him, he never stops working. And managers sometimes will favour that. So Eze needs to go back to the drawing board a little bit and go, okay, this is what being at a big club is about. Like, you can't turn up once every 3 weeks. And if you're not playing well, you've got to put a hell of a shift in and come off that pitch exhausted. So, it'll be interesting how this sort of situation plays out. You're playing a lot of cup matches. Yeah, but how many cup matches do you play? And once you get to the Champions League knockout stage, which we're only 2 games away from, you're not going to rotate in the knockout stage. And then once the FA Cup becomes better opposition, and then so people always say that, oh, get loads of games in the cup. Well, Waneri hasn't had loads of games in the cup, so he's got to fight. He's got to put in some work. Ginger Lightbulb said, if Rodrigo isn't good enough for Real Madrid, they're not good enough for us. The only problem with that, Ginger Lightbulb, is, could we not turn around and say, well, if Alexis Sanchez isn't good enough for Barcelona, he's not good enough for us? Do you know what I mean? Sometimes, if Mesut Ozil's not good enough for Real Madrid, he's not good enough for us. If you're going to sign players from any club in the world where a player can't get in that team, but he's still good enough to come and play for us or other clubs, Real Madrid is the club. Do you know what I mean? They've got stars who are on the bench. Camavinga gets benched. Do you know what I mean? Valverde gets benched. Arda Güler gets benched. Rodrigo gets benched. I've got no problem with the fact he can't get in that Real Madrid team. It's not because he's not good enough. It's because ideally he's a left winger and they don't view him as being better than Vinicius Jr. So I would still take Rodrigo. And I'm going to talk about Rodrigo shortly. Mohammed, big up to you, bro. Happy New Year to the best community in YouTube. Totally echo that. Happy New Year to everybody locked in. Hope you've had a great start to the new year. Hope it's a prosperous 2026 for everybody. And Mohammed also says, you think Eze was brought in for English players? Quote, oh, possible. Possible. We looked at that last year. Ramsdale, Eddie Nketiah, Emil Smith-Rowe, Reece Nelson. I might have forgotten someone, but we got rid of 4 or 5 homegrown players. So, yeah, maybe it was. But I sort of, we bought Noni Madueke, didn't we? But yeah, maybe. It's a lot of money to spend if it was just for quota, but I think it was more than quota. I think he's a player that, I think we have to remember, he scored a volley from the edge of the penalty area, posting in against us last season at the Emirates, man. He showed quality against us. He scored in the FA Cup final. I think it was more than quota. I think Arteta rates him, but he had to be convinced to buy him, which we read. Big Steve said, yo, Big C, Happy New Year in Montego Bay Airport, returning to the UK. What's the weather saying? Oh, bro, the weather, anybody in England right now, we're basically living in the freezer right now. If you're outside the house, you are in a freezer. And I know there'll be people in the community going, listen, I'm from this part of the world, Canada, and where it gets to it's like -1 at the moment, but it is freezing, bro. Let me tell you now, it is next level cold. I'm not built for the cold weather, man. Real talk. I'm a summer baby. I need sunshine. Neil said, hi, Curtis, can you please wish a Happy New Year to Tina Henry and Salisbury Dominica from the Cumberbatch family in London and Andover. Big up, man. Big up to you and your family locked in. The north of England is frozen. It's always a little colder up north, right? Oh, bro, we're not built for this, man. I'm telling you now. I think I need to live in a hot country, man. Real talk. I'm not built for the cold at all. Yeah, my advice would be walk out of that airport, get a taxi, and go back to the hotel or the house that you were staying in. Give it another couple of weeks. I would not be rushing back, that's for sure. Come to Australia, it's summer. That's mad, isn't it, how they get the opposite? I just don't know if I can deal with that flight, man. I'll be honest, man. Australia. Has anyone ever done that England to Australia flight, man? I just... Go in Singapore, I got off the plane at 14 hours. I was like, I'm battered. I was physically battered. I'm one of these people. I struggle to sleep on planes unless you're in like business class. I had like 1 hour's sleep. I came off like, oh man. And there was people connecting to Australia like, yeah, I've just got another 9.5 hours. I was like, no, not for me. Plus, I see all these videos on TikToks of kangaroos just chilling on the corner, man. I'm telling you, man, I don't know. I know the internet exaggerates things, but I don't know if I can walk to the store. You know, I don't mind a group of lads. You know, I'm from the ends. I'm adapted to that. But imagine walking to the store to get some milk, and there's 7 kangaroos outside, like just grilling you like that. I don't know. I don't even know how you deal with that. Nah, man, we'll leave that. Imagine 7 kangaroos at the shop, just bouncing like, nah, man. I don't know. Australia looks like a different world to me, people. You know what I mean? I know it's always exaggerated online, but oh man, flew from Perth to London via Singapore, 23 hours. Ah, damn. There's no kangaroos in the city. Okay, fair enough. Maybe I have to stay in the cities then, right? But everything like they go in the city. You got massive sharks over there. There's spiders. There's snakes. There's kangaroos. Even the koalas. I thought koalas were like basically just a little friendly teddy bear. People are even telling me that even koalas have a go at you. You know what I mean? Even a little koala might just give you a jab on the nose or something. I just don't know how to deal with that. Kangaroo's gonna take your wallet. Do you know what I mean? I don't know how you deal with that, man. Silent listeners, drop the energy. I always say, silent listeners. It's a safe space. I respect it. I love it when people message like, yo, I've been listening for 5 years. I've never commented once. There's hella kangaroos in Brisbane. Yeah, man. I'm not on it. I'm not on it, people. Look, box jellies, there's too many things. There's too much going on. Anyway, let's talk about one or two other things. We won't make it a kangaroo stream. But yeah, you've seen the videos, man. Them kangaroos look like they want smoke all the time as well. You know what I mean? They just look like they're on smoke. Will I be doing a Man City stream tomorrow? I might do. I'm always in two minds with Man City. It feels like I'm on a hide into nothing. Do you know what I mean? But the reason that I'm not certain whether I'm doing it is because I'm not confident that Chelsea are going to do anything. And Sunday afternoon, do I want to watch Chelsea getting smoked by Man City? But I don't know. Maybe we will. Hey, no, Wolves. What's going on? Nuno's going to get the sack, mate. Wolves are beating West Ham 3-0. They're about to go to 5 points. To be honest, I'll be honest. What am I doing it? When we played Wolves, I thought, I'm really surprised that they are as low in the table or on 2 points. They played Liverpool, lost 2-1. They played Arsenal, lost 2-1. They played Man United and drew. I mean, that doesn't look like a team that's on 2 points. They look far better than that, but 3-0 up against West Ham. Stephen said, donkey streams now, kangaroo streams. Curtis Attenborough. Hey, I'm telling you, people, you got to be versatile, you know. Mish said, my girl says I listen to Curtis more than her. She is right. Happy New Year, Curtis. Bigger and better for 2026. Yeah, listen. I think when you're in a relationship, you know, you just have to... Sometimes you just got to switch off. It's a coping mechanism. You know, you hear the noise, but you're not really listening. You know, oh, can you do this before I get back? And yeah, you nod, but really you're just thinking, I want to play Ultimate Team. You know what I mean? Or you know what I mean? We've all been there. We go into sort of that robot mode, don't we? Yeah, you're just nodding, but you ain't got a clue what she's saying. It's how we cope. That's how we're built, people. We're not built to just take instruction all the time. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, big up. Let me not say too much. Just in case she's listening. Silent listen. Yo, the silent listeners are coming out. You know why? They feel like, yo, we're having a good season. It might be safe for me to say something. You know, when you're finishing second every year or you're finishing 8th or you ain't won a trophy in years, you just sort of, yeah, you're a football fan. Yeah. Oh, who do you support? Oh, I'm an Arsenal fan. And you kind of put your head down and you look up. You're like, is he going to laugh? Oh, he's not laughing. Who do you support? And then he says someone who ain't that good either. And then you go, oh, he's only a West Ham fan. Then you start to feel confident again. Like, yeah, West Ham, you lot are trash. But if they say someone better than Arsenal, you go, oh, damn, they've won loads of trophies. Who do you support? Oh, Liverpool. Oh, he's going to talk about Klopp and all the Champions Leagues. And you know what I mean? But now the confidence is coming back. We're going, okay, we're not actually a bad team. We just need trophies. And so we're getting our swagger back as fans, you know. For a long time, I just used to keep my head down. It almost got to the point where I just said, when they said, who do you support? I just said, yeah, I'm just a fan of football, really. I'm telling you, there was times, Mustafi and them, man, I said, no, I can't be associated with that in any way, shape or form. Any way, shape or... Once Mustafi had the do-rag on, I'm a football fan. I'm just a fan of football. I love the game. I love the game. Listen, Black Reese, right? I want to ask you this question because I'm going to be totally honest. I'm not sure I have ever met somebody, had a conversation about football and gone, who do you support? And they've gone, oh, Manchester City. No, never. Never in my life. Not a grown adult. Maybe like some kids, maybe you might see kids in the street wearing Man City fans, wearing Man City shirts. I've never met a grown adult who's turned round and said, I'm a Manchester City fan, a stranger. They don't exist. They don't exist. Maybe in the middle of Manchester, but outside of Manchester, he's never gonna go, yeah, mate, you know, Sean Gyokeres was my favourite player growing up, and Georgie King-Clancy, and Cruz was almost one of them. Yeah, he was when Aubameyang left, he was like, that's enough for me. You know what I mean? But we bribed him. It worked. He's solid now. He knows. Big Steve, yeah, fair enough, you know, but he's from Manny, isn't he? So I let him off. But in terms of none of my friends are Man City fans, like the ones I grew up with, and none of them are Manchester City fans. If they said Man City growing up, you'd have been like, yo, come on. What are you on about, man? You're joking. Like, why would you support Man City? For what reason? But I get it. Times change. We got to move with the times. I can't do up unk settings. 876 said 4-1. Big Gabby, the most important for us. I've gone for 2-0 today, although AFTV put my prediction as 2-1. I never gave them a goal. I think we'll keep a clean sheet. That back four is very strong. There's not many other Prem games today, is there? Villa beat Forest 3-1. They look good today, which shows how well we played in the week. Frog said, them spiders, long, Alabama, my family. Oh, bro, them spiders, man, in Australia. No, let's not. Rich said, will Mikel Arteta be criticised for the team if we drop points? I'll be honest with you, there's only one player that the other 10 I'm not unhappy with. It's the Declan Rice one for me. The thing that would send me crashing out today is if Declan Rice came off injured and we've rushed him back. I don't mind Noni Madueke coming in for Saka. Saka's played too much football. Martinelli for Trossard, I'm not totally convinced with that one because Trossard doesn't play every week the way Saka does. Those two have rotated a bit, but Martinelli, I'm not totally sure about that one. The rest of the team, I'm not totally unhappy with, to be honest. Sparsh said, Happy New Year, Curtis. You are my most watched Arsenal YouTuber in 2025. Looking forward to celebrating something with you in the community soon. It's got to be our year, people. Like, I know I'm going off topic here, but it's got to be the year. I'm sick of Arsenal coming second, losing in semi-finals, celebrating Reece Nelson, Declan Rice goals as the highlight of our season. No, I want trophies, silverware this season. No messing around. We need to have the best streams we've ever had in the history of this channel. Alfred said the Eze treatment is wrong. When Eze starts, Odegaard comes on as sub. When Odegaard starts, Eze gets no minutes. This is why we haven't won with Arteta. He doesn't know how to keep the squad happy. You do make a point there. With Arteta, when you're out of favour, you are out of favour. And the problem that you have there, Alfred, and you're spot on, is imagine Odegaard got injured today and you've got Liverpool on Thursday and all of a sudden you throw Eze in the team after he hasn't played for this would be 4 games if he doesn't come on today. You don't want players to come in from the cold and then expect them to just ball out. You've got to keep them ticking over. He needs to play 20 minutes today because you're going to need him at some stage. You can't just go, oh, well, he'll start against Portsmouth in the FA Cup. You might need Eze in a massive game, so you've got to keep him ready. Per said, I just want to see a proper performance in both halves for once. No repeat of that Villa first half, especially not against the 15th place team. Yeah, we only seemed to really, really perform for one half. We weren't terrible against Villa first half, but we certainly weren't great. Somebody said to me the other day, oh, I thought that was Zubimendi's best game for Arsenal. I said, I disagree. I thought we lost the midfield battle in the first half. You know? I thought Onana was running our midfield ragged in the first half. Look at that ball that Tielemans played to Rodgers, split our whole defence. So much space in midfield. I thought second half Zubimendi was fantastic. Our whole midfield was brilliant. First half we weren't great. Tony Nitro, Gyokeres can never complain about not getting his chances in this team. Show us something today, please. Gyokeres got to perform now. I'll be honest, people. I have capped for Gyokeres a lot this season. And even if he plays bad today, I'm not necessarily going to write him off as a player. But yeah, even my patience is wearing a little thin with him. As a striker, you can have games where you're not scoring, but you're giving the fans something to believe in. Yo, look at the energy. Look at the hold-up play. Look at the link-up play. He looks dangerous. We've got to feed off something. At the moment, we're starving. We're going, well, his first touch ain't great. Hold-up play's not amazing. His movement's not great. He's not getting many chances. He doesn't look a goal threat. Come on, man. Come on, bro. You got to give us something to work with. If he doesn't play well today, you bench him on Thursday. It's as simple as that. Like, and I've been a fan of him, but even I'm saying, yo, come on, bro. This game could be pivotal for him today. Because if he plays well today, gets a goal, you go into the Liverpool game, if you can do well against them, then you're flying already. But if he doesn't play well today, I think he gets dropped on Thursday. Kevin said, I'm Bermudan. There's not many City fans here, despite Goater being from here. Feed the goat and he will score. Yeah, big up in Bermuda, man. And Zami said, Big C, I'm 34. I judge people my age who are Man City fans. Yeah, it makes you think they probably weren't a fan of a club and they've just latched on. Andrew said, Curtis, will you ever give Kroenke's full credit for signing players? I think every signing has to be put to the Kroenkes, but the problem with the Kroenkes is there was many years of failure. And this is what I always say with any situation, right? And when people say, you know, I judge Arteta too harshly, or I'm too harsh on the Kroenkes. If you have failed multiple times and then you start to do well, praise them for what they've done well, but you also going to remember, yo, what was happening in these years? What fans expect you to do sometimes is because things are going well, they expect you to forget everything that's gone wrong, even if it's been 3 or 4 years. It's like being in a relationship. Like if you've had 4 bad years in a relationship and then you have a good 3 or 4 or 5 months, it ain't all of a sudden a dream relationship. You've had 3 years of terror. You know what I mean? I've had to watch Sambi Lokonga. I've had to watch Kolasinac, Mustafi, Peter Cech as an old man. You know what I'm saying? It don't just disappear overnight, people. Hector Bellerin. So the Kroenkes will get some credit if we win the league, but let's not forget the mistakes that they've made. Do you know what I mean? Hiring sporting directors, buying the wrong players, not showing enough interest in the club. While their other sporting franchises have had huge levels of success, you know? So it's all sort of a balancing act for me. K Hayes, big up Don C. The US took Maduro and his wife out of Venezuela so easy. I see it. Do you know what, bro? I haven't even been watching the news, so forgive me. I don't know what's going on. We had to watch Sonogo instead of Suarez or Higuain, yeah? I was on holiday when we were supposed to be signing Higuain. We made the offer. It was accepted. Then Napoli offered more and Real Madrid rejected ours, and then He went to Napoli and tore it up. And Suarez was obviously 40 million and a pound, which was embarrassing. Noni and Nelly are in for pacing behind. Mikel is on point, says Dave. He must be looking at it today going, Bournemouth are going to attack us at home. They like to play on the front foot. We need to hit them in transition on the break. Noni and Martinelli are perfect for that. That's probably what he's looking for. So let's see how it goes. Saigon said 2026 started with a bang. Bro, what's going on? People saying Trump's kidnapping presidents. I haven't seen the news, people, I'll be honest. So apologies that I can't even give you some feedback on that. I actually don't know what's happened. Ruckers said, Kendrick said we deserve it all. And we do, Gunners. We do. We've been through enough. Given the choice, fly to London for last game, or Prem possession. See, the problem is, it's ideally you want to be at the game where the title's won, but if we win it, of course, but you just don't know when that's going to be, do you? Is that going to go to the last game of the season? If we do win it, of course, which is a massive if. Our last game of the season is away, by the way, at Crystal Palace. Our second to last game of the season is the home game. We got Burnley at home. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say. The parade is after the last game of the season. So come for the last game of the season, even if you don't go to that game, Crystal Palace away. But a couple of days after the season finishes would be the parade if we win it. So that's where I would do it if I was booking a ticket. White Glove said Martinelli, Gyokeres, Madueke makes sense. Bournemouth will come on to us quite a bit. There will be space in behind. Let's see what Noni can do. Noni, for me, has still got to show a lot more, man. I'm sorry. I was critical of that signing. Then I got a little bit hyped just because he went past a couple of players. But the reality of the situation is I need to see more end product. You know, in his defence, after that brilliant performance against Bruges, he got benched for about 3 games. But I need to see more. I need to see more. A lot of opposition fans don't like Mikel Arteta. Are they jealous that Arteta has provided stability? I think there's a bit of arrogance about him that they don't like. He talks with a lot of conviction without the trophies to back it. So I think opposition fans won't like him. Plus, he's had some delusional moments playing You'll Never Walk Alone before losing 4-1 to Liverpool and so on and so forth. I don't think you can be jealous when somebody hasn't won silverware consistently. But the one thing I will give him credit for is you look at your Chelseas and your Man Uniteds now, I think they're going down similar routes. Now, whether that's the right thing to do, what Arteta has done and Arsenal, they've given other clubs a blueprint where they can go, we won't spend as much money. We'll get a younger, cheaper manager. And we'll say to everyone, well, look what's happened at Arsenal. You've got to be patient. They gave Arteta 6 years. They gave him $1 billion. So now your Amarims, and if this Rafinha gets the Chelsea job, you've given them all an escape route to get away from pressure. That's it. You can't blame the Kroenkes for buying the wrong players. They know nothing about football, provided their managers with money to buy whoever the managers wanted. Blame the managers. To me, if you buy a business for billions of pounds, I don't buy into the mindset that the Kroenkes don't know nothing about football. I don't think that's true. I don't think anybody buys a business for billions and knows nothing about the sport. They must know something. They have to know something. Donald said, I don't usually say this, but Gyokeres will score today. I hope so, man. Elton said, today is the last chance I'm giving Gyokeres. I triple captained him. Now or never. This year is 4 years that I watch all Arsenal pre and post Arsenal games with you in the community. You rock. Hey, big up Elton, man. Appreciate that. And Philly said, not my manager. Big up Philly. Philly in the building. Would you swap Watkins for Gyokeres? Listen, I've come this far now, people. I'm too invested, so let's just stick with Bob the Builder. When we was in for Watkins, I said I didn't want him. So yeah, I am where I am now with it. Let's be real. Mark said, "Big up, Big C. You've been calling for Saka to sit. This could be a good thing. 100%. Saka shouldn't be starting every week. It was only last season he had a 4-month layoff with that hamstring injury. You have to rotate him at times." Big up Gunner Fan TV. Road to 100 subs. Currently at 68. Big up Big C. Go and support Gunner Fan TV. Big up to you. And yo, listen, why not? You use the free promo. 4,320 people in the chat right now. Why would you not promote your YouTube channel? It makes perfect sense. Big up to you, man. Bleck said we signed 29 as an 8. He ended up as a 9. 23 was also signed as an 8. He ended up front. Maybe it's time we played Victor as an 8. He'd definitely give us some physical presence. I just don't think he could. I don't think he'd have that energy to run in midfield. But yeah, you're right. We still haven't really. Well, I suppose Declan Rice has become the number 8. There's Granit Xhaka replacement. Big up to that guy, D. 4.3k in the chat. Not enough likes. Where are we at on the like count? We're trying to get minimum 3,000. We need 1,000 pre-kickoff. It's the first watch-along of the new year, 2026. Let's get those likes. So we're at 694 likes. That is an absolute disgrace, people. It's a disgrace, honestly. I would have left Rice out today. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure whether is he fully fit. We're going to find out. Joe Linton settings. Do you know what, Mr. Rose? I think I told you guys, and big up Terrence, man. Greetings from Singapore. What a brilliant place Singapore is, by the way. I had a great time there. So Newcastle was in the team hotel. Same hotel. Jason Tinder, who's the assistant manager at Newcastle, got talking to him quite a lot in the hotel. This was at the time when Isak was obviously being linked with Liverpool, and eventually he went there. But we were talking to him about some of the players at Newcastle, and I sort of said to him, I said, I can't believe what happened with Joe Linton. I said, when he was up front, I genuinely used to think, I can't believe, because I think they paid about 40 million for him. I said, I can't believe you paid 40 million for a striker like that. And I said, in midfield, he is a tank. He's in the Brazil squad, starts every week at Newcastle, signed a new contract at Newcastle. What a change. And he was basically saying, in training, he could do everything, but he couldn't finish. He said, like, he'd take 3 or 4 chances to score in training, you know, while other players were just slotting in the corner and blah, blah, blah. And he said they tried it in training one day and said, put him in midfield, have a look at him. And he said he was just bullying people. Said they had to work on his fitness a little bit. And he said he's just been a revelation in midfield. You know, he's an absolute tank in midfield. And you don't often look at, you know, you wouldn't look at many strikers in modern day football and think you could play them in midfield and they'd be successful. You know, you wouldn't look at Gyokeres, you wouldn't look at maybe Isak and think, oh, I could drop them into the 8 role and it'll work. So fair play to them on that one. Joe Linton opposite to San Marino. I think we could do with someone like Joe Linton, you know. Honestly, just a brute battering ram in midfield that can play a little bit as well. Leahy said, I'm not a big Gyokeres fan, but my goodness, he hasn't even spent a season. People are already talking about getting him out. Y'all need to relax. Do you know what is with me, Leigh? I'm only going to say from my point of view. I don't want to say what everyone's point of view is. Even if he doesn't do well next 5 games, 10 games, cool. I'm not saying get rid of him. I'm saying go again. I think the reason there's so much sort of focus on Gyokeres is I think a lot of us as fans felt that that prolific striker would be the thing that got us over the line. If we were in a top 4 race, I think we'd be a bit more patient and go, you know, give him time. We can still make the top 4. We haven't got the patience. This is our 4th title challenge. You know, we're sort of saying, yo, we need you to get going now, bro. Like, honestly. And it's harsh that he's being given that kind of pressure, but it's top level football, you know. If he was putting in these performances at Manchester City and let's say Haaland wasn't there, they'd be benching him or they'd just go again. It's quite simple. If we get to the end of this season, Gyokeres probably isn't going to score the 20 league goals that we were hoping for. But if we get to the end of the season and we're sitting here going, boy, we haven't really seen much from him. What I would like to see from Arsenal is go and sign another striker. That's where I'm at. You're not binning Gyokeres. You're saying maybe he's not going to be the number one striker that we thought he was. Let's put it like this. This is the perfect way to explain it. We spent £50 million on Lacazette. Goal machine from the French league. Loads of hype around him when we got him. 6 months later, we signed Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang for 60 odd million pounds. Now, obviously, we signed him because Alexis Sanchez had left, but we signed another 60 million pound striker. We soon realised, oh, Oba is one level higher than Alexander Lacazette. So our £50 million striker, you've either got to play next to him or you're on the bench. Oba's the main man. I look at Gyokeres the same way. Gyokeres could be the Lacazette where you signed him, you thought he was going to be the main man. He isn't, and then you go, okay, let's go and buy Julian Alvarez. Or let's go and buy Victor Osimhen, or let's go and buy, and that's the reality of the situation. That's football. That's what big clubs do. But what I'm just saying is I wouldn't write him off. He's got something to offer, I think. But let's see. His performances need to improve, West Ham beaten by Wolves, yeah. Crazy. Premier League results today. In fact, let's just have a look at the Premier League table and the results that we have had. I think the majority of the Premier League games are obviously tomorrow. We kick off in just over 15 minutes, people. Villa beat Forest 3-1. Very impressive, man. It shows how good we played against Villa in the week with no Declan Rice, because honestly, I watched that Villa game from just before half-time, and I thought they were fantastic. And then I was thinking, we battered these lot a few days ago. So it shows how good we are, but hearing today that Villa might sign 2 or 3 players in January, I reckon their chairman's looking at it going, could win the league here, remember last year they got Asensio and Rashford and it helped them. So clubs are going for it in January. City are going to get Semenyo, Villa looking for 2 or 3. I would like to see Arsenal go and get one as well, 1 or 2 maybe if we've got the money. Brighton beat Burnley 2-0. No surprise there. I'll be totally honest. Burnley have offered nothing to the Premier League. I don't want to be disrespectful to any Burnley fan who's listening. I'm not sure there are many Burnley fans who tune into this channel, but they are just pointless. Honestly, some clubs get promoted and they offer something to the league. Luton came up and they offered something, that close ground. You walk through the back of the houses. They had some good battles against teams. Burnley just don't offer anything to the league. I don't like the kit. I don't like the stadium. They offer nothing. They might as well be in the Championship. They just look like they're waiting to get relegated and then win the Championship again. I don't understand why teams wait so long to get promoted and then give nothing to the division. Esclad said Burnley players can't be bothered for some reason. Burnley fan here. What, innit? 12 months fighting to get promoted. You get promoted and you go, yeah, I'll leave it. I'll wait till we're back in the Championship. Wayne's World said, I'm not an Arsenal fan, but according to YouTube, I listen to you the most. Credit to you, brother. That's always a big positive when a non-Arsenal fan has got me as their most listened. We must be doing something right, people. Who would you seriously add to this squad? I mean, I would like a left winger and a midfielder, an energetic, powerful midfielder. Of course, it depends how much money we've got to spend. That is the issue. Even Blackpool, man. Yeah, remember when Blackpool came up? DJ Campbell and Charlie Adam, like at that small ground, they had some charisma and something about them. Wolves beat West Ham 3-0. Somebody just asked in the chat, by the way, and apologise. I missed it. He said, would you take Jared Bowen? I wouldn't take him. Not because I think he's a bad player. I think he's decent. I'm surprised he's never been bought from West Ham. But he signed a 5-year deal last year. He's 30. No, he's 29, sorry. And he's on big wages. And we've got Noni and Saka on the right, so I don't think we need him. I'm surprised clubs haven't looked at him though before. But yeah, Taylor Fletcher then, man. Tom Ince at Blackpool. Yeah, no, I wouldn't take Jared Bowen, but he's decent. He is a decent. He's probably better than West Ham. What's very interesting when we have a look at the league table is just in terms of, I mean, at the top, Villa are. What is going on here? Villa are up there. You know, they are up there. We need to win today. There's pressure on. I always get nervous when I feel confident that Arsenal are going to win. And I'm so relaxed about today's game that it also brings a little nerves to the game because why am I so confident? Okay, I'm confident because I've watched Bournemouth a few times this season and they don't look as good as last season. And I think we're better than last season, so I think we're going to beat them. But this is the only team in the Premier League last season that beat Arsenal home and away. Bournemouth, this manager. And remember, this manager knows Arteta very well. They're good friends. They're from the same part of Spain. So I look at their team today. Evan Nielsen, Clivert, Semenyo. There's good players there that can cause you problems if you're not at it. So I don't want to be too confident because sometimes that can spill over in the Premier League. But I expect 3 points today, I'll be honest. I expect 3 points. There's a gap appearing now between Arsenal, Villa and City from the rest of the league. I mean, City are 8 points clear of Liverpool. We're 12 points clear of Liverpool. So maybe those three are going to pull away into the title race. In terms of Bournemouth, I mean, no wins in their last 5, people. 4 draws and 1 defeat. 15th in the league. They're probably quite fortunate that West Ham and Forest are absolutely in free fall at the moment and not sort of dragging some of those teams above them into a relegation battle. Look at West Ham, 4 defeats in their last 5. Forest, 4 defeats. Burnley, 3 defeats. I mean, these teams can't buy a win. Listen, big up to Wolves today. Big win. Rob Edwards, boyhood Wolves fan, and gets them a victory. You know, he's got 4 points in his last couple of games. Drawn with Man United and now beaten West Ham today. West Ham are in big trouble. I always look at the teams and think, if they got relegated, would you take any players from that club? And I'm looking at West Ham going, would you take Jared Bowen on the cheap? Would you take Paqueta? I don't think there's many other players there. Thing with Paqueta, he's got the betting scandal that feels like it could pop up at any moment. And with Jared Bowen, I just don't know where you would play him if you've got Saka and Noni Madueke, so maybe not. But listen, we've got to be winning today. That's all I know. This has got to be 3-point collecting. Semenyo is going to be a very interesting situation today because, yeah, that Diouf's not bad, the left back. I think 2 years ago, Paqueta was going to go to Man City, let's be honest. Pep loved him. He was starting for Brazil. He was going to Man City. Then the betting thing comes out and he's just very inconsistent. He's like a mood-based player. Some days he looks like he's up for it, and then the next day he looks like he's just strolling around the pitch. I don't think Arteta would go for him. But listen, Semenyo's going to be interesting. Boyhood Arsenal fan. We know that Arsenal were, from what we've heard from Ornstein, we would have probably gone for him if it would have been the summer, but obviously he's going to get the move now. From what the stories are, it sounds like Man City have delayed signing him to allow him to play against us today, which on one hand I understand, but on the other hand it's a bit like, imagine he got injured in this game today, you've lost the deal, and then Bournemouth have lost £65 million. It's a bit risky. Yeah, Wharton at Palace is top quality. I like him. Somebody asked, am I going to cover AFCON? Yeah, when we get into the knockouts, we're going to have a look. We'll have a look. But yeah, I will. Yeah, once we get to the knockout stage, I'll have a quick look at that. Would you be happy with Rodgers and Wharton? Yeah, oh, mate, I would absolutely love those two. The only thing, as our only two, could you play Rodgers off the left? Maybe he drifts off the left for Villa. Be hard to get him from Villa though. They're not a team you can just buy players off easy. Wharton or Anderson? I'd take Wharton. I'd take Wharton. He plays that sort of holding role, that deep line playmaker role. I like him, left-footed, good balance to him. Not as energetic and mobile as Anderson, but I like Wharton more than Anderson. But anyway, it is January, so we knew we'd be linked with this guy at some stage. Rodrigo. This is like the new Daily Dusan, isn't it? Brazil winger Rodrigo wants to leave Real Madrid amid interest from Arsenal, Manchester City, and Liverpool. He recently ended a 32-game goal drought. Wow. Maybe he's not as good as I thought. Nah, listen, most of them were off the bench, by the way, but a player of his quality at Real Madrid, that's horrible. Not a little tap in, not a sympathy penalty, not nothing. He ended a 32-game goal drought and has begun showing why these teams are interested in him. Again, they're saying that he wants first-team football. He's concerned about the World Cup and the Brazil squad. Obviously, you got the likes of Vinicius Junior, Rafinha. They're obviously ahead of him at the moment as they're starting at their club. So, listen, I've said before he'd be one of three wingers that I would be looking for. One would be Yildiz, one would be Rodrigo, one would be Leao. I don't think personally Arteta would take Leao because of his style of play and lack of defensive work. I think Yildiz is the one they might go for, but maybe not in January. That's the problem. I'd like to see a January signing made, but whether we get there or not, I'm not sure. 5,000 of you in the chat. Fantastic numbers. Big up the Twitch gang as well. 27 locked in on Twitch. Can't forget about the Twitch community who tunes in as well. And we are at 1,000 likes. Big up to everyone. 5,000 of you in here. So I'm sure we can end up with 3,000 likes before the end of the stream. Akil said, as an American, owners don't give a damn about the sport. It's about the money. The only thing you can hope is that winning is the more important than profit. See the LA Dodgers as a reference. Fair enough. Fair enough. I've heard that a lot from people. Gunnerfan TV, why are we playing Rice today? No need to push him. The season is long. He's our most valuable player, risking a long-term injury when we have options. Let's hope he's 100% fit and Arteta was maybe downplaying the severity of the injury. If he has played him at maybe 80% fit, then I'd be disappointed because I don't think there's a need for us to be doing that. War Eagle said, look at Chelsea. Yeah, their owners are all over the place. You know, they seem to want to manage the club and actually pick the players and stuff. Has Valiant said, Gyokeres will come good. My prediction is Gyokeres scores today. We keep a clean sheet and score 3 goals. That would be a fantastic situation. Big up Wilson Hodge 71, who is a new member. Rish said, Morocco's El Karbi is a good player, but he is 32. I mean, what? We bought Norgard at 31, but would Arteta want many players of that sort of age group? Big up Anthony Lewis with the super stick. I appreciate that, bro. Unreasonable. Would you take Charlie Hayf? I don't know who that is, bro. I'll be honest, but listen, let us know. Mohammed said, Wharton in for Marino, Rogers in for Trossard. I think the way Trossard's playing, it would be Rogers in for Martinelli. Carl said, Eze and Madueke should be getting starts today. Bayern want Morgan Rogers. Is Musiala available? Maybe they're thinking, Musiala's coming back from that terrible injury. And they need somebody else in that role, but be interesting. Gunnar Galactico, and that was from Grant Albert, by the way. Big up to you, bro. Grant Tolbert, sorry. Big up to Grant Tolbert. And Gunnar Galactico, as a Madrid fan here, also, Rodrigo will bring quality, hunger, and a proven winner in domestic and Champions League. You cannot put a price on experience of winning trophies, knowing how to get over the finish line. Rodrigo's been there and done it. You know, he's experienced footballer, man. And he'll have a hunger to prove himself, you know. Ghana are not in AFCON. Semenyo would have been at AFCON. Ghana didn't make AFCON, but they made the World Cup. So the disappointment of not making AFCON, the World Cup is huge for them. So did I say Gunnar Galactico? Gunnar Galactico. Apologies. Found some cash. Big up. Let's win this. Rest easy to those who died in Swiss. Make sure you remember football. And that's it. I saw, again, apologies. Like I'm somebody, I don't watch the news very often, but I did see something about that. Was it at the Alps, near the Alps? There was some terrible fires or something. Obviously, thoughts go out to the families, man. I haven't seen the whole story, so I don't know the full detail, but yeah, I saw something terrible like that. So obviously, thoughts go out to the people affected. Notable absentees for Arsenal today. The players are in the tunnel, by the way. No Christian Mosquera and Calafiori. They are now the two only injured players that Arsenal have got in the squad now. So we're getting there. And Mosquera was seen in the training video on YouTube, which would indicate he is not far away from a return, which is positive. Calafiori, we haven't really been given a lot of details as to what that injury is or what's going on. Ethan Nwaneri left out of the squad for the second game in a row. I think it's clear he's going to leave this month. Rumours actually in the Daily Mail today that he could be going to Bournemouth, who we're playing against today. So, oh, Hendon Gunnar just put the details in. That's shocking. Absolutely shocking. Regarding what happened in Switzerland, man. Terrible news. Havertz was left out of the squad today. Apparently, he's lacking match fitness. I think what that tells us is that even though Havertz was on the bench for the game midweek, he wasn't really available. He just put him there to make up the numbers and to get him back involved. I reckon he'll play a part against Portsmouth next week in the FA Cup. African Scholar said, Arteta's man management takes one step forward and two steps backwards constantly. People aren't happy with how he's treating Eze. And Unreasonable said, what skill Gyokeres has that's above average? Well, you would have liked to have said his goal scoring was the thing that was the key factor in his game. But I thought he had a lot of power, but he gets barged over a lot of the time. And but listen, today's a big day for him. Football is, I always say, man, football is, man said hair flicks. Yeah, he's good at the hair flicks. Football is very fickle, people, in that when we win and players score, we're always happy. Right, we kick off in 2 minutes. Give me 1 second, people. I'll be back 30 seconds. Bangs at the door, people. Deliveries again. Not much, I promise. Not much. I've actually got another delivery coming as well. It might come during the game as well. So if that one happens, give me a second. Why they bang on the door like they're raiding your house, don't they? Anyway, no, it's not merch, I promise you. I think usually I get some merch for Christmas, I didn't get anything. I don't know why. Had we lost? Did we have a bad result? I don't know what it was. But anyway, we're kicking off shortly. In 1 minute. Nah, still no new dishwasher. We should have got one, but ain't yet. Bro, honestly, they deliver like they're raiding the house. But anyway, I wish it was the new G-Wagon. I remember when everyone was congratulating me. Oh, well done. I was like, well done for what, bro? What are you? And there's, oh, you got a G-Wagon. I was like, nah, I haven't, mate. They hacked the Insta, but we got it back. Anyway, we're about to kick off. I'm going for 2-0 Arsenal. They're playing in the white kit today. Semenyo's last game for Bournemouth. We're underway. The thing is, Semenyo's going to be motivated, isn't he, to do well in his last game. Oh, no, they could be in already. Oi! Is that a corner? That's poor, man. How are they getting in that easily? Defense is all over the place. He's strong as well, man. That's a corner, I think. Yeah, corner after 20 seconds. I don't like that. You know what? Nkapie might have a tough game against him if he's on the right. That Evan Nielsen as well. He scored against us before when he was at Porto, didn't he? Corner whipped in. Nice, cleared away. I said, oh, let's see how it goes. Nah, no Semenyo hat-tricks. Interesting to see how Noni plays and Martinelli. They, like you said, they must think we're going to hit him on the break, and that's why he's put pace out wide. Matchday, stupid press conference on NBC. Yeah, someone clatter Semenyo for that City stalling. It's naughty, isn't it? It's naughty because I bet Bournemouth didn't want to do it. Their owner will be sitting there going, "Well, if he gets injured today, you've just lost 65 million deal." Sango said, "Love you for not cussing so much on the stream." Yeah, man, big up, bro. Semenyo, look, the man's doing long throw-ins and everything. And that gap is not even very big, is it, to do a long throw? Look how close it is to the pitch. That's the Arsenal fans behind him as well. I didn't even know he took long throws. Jeez, that is a long throw as well. Headed away. Ah, he's twisted up Madwakey there. Whoa, that's a good ball in. Hey, man's proving already, you know. Left foot. Done one on the right, on the left. They've started lively. 2 corners in 2 minutes. I don't like that. Yeah, but he's got a release clause, Annie, so they've got no choice. If you offer 65 million, they can't say no. Gabriel, man, you got to be stronger. I hate when defenders do that. Get a little nudge and they're looking for a free kick. Justin Kluivert. I remember watching Patrick Kluivert. He's actually quite a good player. In-swinging corner. Rayo, where are you? Come on, settle down into the game, man. Come on, do something. Get your body in. Hold it. Oh, come on, Nelly. Come on. This is a chance. Nelly, can you take him on? Oh, no, you're crossing it too early, man. Come on. Here's Rice. Whip that in. The white kit looks clean, I can't lie. If that kit never had collars on it, I would have bought it. I don't like them big collars on it. We're in possession. We've gone from a crossing position there all the way back to Saliba. But we need to keep the ball a bit, grow into the game. Well, last season was Saliba red card, wasn't it, at Bournemouth? That's why we lost. They just bopped us with 10 men. That's better from Gyokeres, man. You got to hold the ball up, man. Keep the ball. Nkapie against Semenyo, he's got a game on his hands today, Nkapie. He has done quite well for us. And the thing is, if he keeps playing well, Calafiori might struggle to get back in, especially as apparently I saw something saying it's his hamstring. Could be out for a little while. Saliba on the ball. It's always a good atmosphere at this ground as well, close to the beach. Keep the ball. Yeah, love that. I just hope he didn't rush Rice back for the fact he said he hadn't trained up until Friday. Go on. Oh, it's poor, man. Overhits the pass. See, I've got a feeling Gyokeres will get chances today because Bournemouth are going to attack us. They're not a defensive team. They scored 2 against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. That was away from home. They're not a team that sit back. I think we're better sometimes against teams who attack a little bit. Here's Odegaard. Come on. Noni, have a go at him. Take him on. Take him on. Not bad. Come on. Oh, Timber's ball cut out. Don't mind that. Settled into the game a little bit. What a touch that is. Hey! How's he ended up getting that? The man slipped over, Kluivert. Yeah, big up to everyone locked in, man. Big up. 4.5K. G Game is a new member. That's not a foul. Got the ball. Martinelli tried to run. They've given it away. I tell you what, this game is wide open. Move the ball. Oh, that's a terror. Pillar foot is back with a vengeance. He had no conviction. It's not coming. There you go. You see it every time. I swear it's like a nervous thing that he does. Every time. He scored a good goal the other week, and then that one, no conviction whatsoever. What's wrong with Eze? Mate, he can't get in the team, can he? Like I said, Arteta's interview made it sound like there's something in his game that he doesn't like. I don't think he works hard enough off the ball for Arteta. I think he wants everybody to do pure running off the ball, and Eze doesn't do it. It's harsh, but he's going to have to work harder. Yeah, Pillarfoot was back there, man. Watching how he had in your commentary. I don't know. Sometimes people say that. I don't understand it. When the game's live on TV and people say, oh, they're behind or I'm behind, unless you're watching it through like a stream or through an app. Sometimes when you watch on an app, there's like a 10-second delay. But yeah, wow, that looked like a foul throw. Keep going. Gyokeres got to get involved today. Bench full of internationals. Yeah, I mean, international doesn't necessarily mean you're a good player. Mustafi was an international for Germany. He wasn't exactly a good player. Shamak was an international. Bentner was international. They weren't good. But yeah, what? Kepa, Skelly, Ben White, Norgard, Marino, Eze, Saka, Trossard, Jesus. A great bench. It's a great bench. You got loads of options. Eze looks really unhappy. He will do. No player should be happy on the bench. Come on, Gyokeres. No, man. Should have gone on his left. Yeah, the space was that side. Turned into trouble. Look how Semenyo's even pinning there, but obviously Decker's done well. Pinning is such a basic for a striker. I just can't believe sometimes that somebody like Gyokeres struggles to pin when he's a big guy as well. We started all right now. We're growing into the game a little bit. Timber driving forward. Noni, you've got cook him. He's got him. Far corner. Noni! Come on! That 5-second clip is everything about Noni Madueke. Superb 1v1. Look at, you can tell the confidence of the ball roll. He's like, I've got you, man. Step over. Look at the finish. He's fell over because he just lashed at it. That is that position for a left-footed right winger. You just bend it in the far corner. Press R1 on FIFA, just finesse it into the far corner. Why are you smashing the ball? 1v1 is a menace, absolute menace, but his finishing needs to improve. You're right, Saka probably would have scored that, but then would Saka have taken on that fullback like that? That's the question. He'd have probably hit it straight at the defender. That's the issue. That is Noni. Listen, he's got to tidy up the end product. If he tidies up the end product, Saka would be under loads of pressure. But the fact he doesn't score them chances, why Saka ends up walking back into the team, because Saka will put up numbers. Noni probably in this Arsenal team, he might be the best player in the team 1v1. He just breezes past people, but he should have scored. Bournemouth on the attack. Noni, go on, track back. Yeah, he done well. Block, well done. That's good work. See, that's what Eze's got to do, that sort of dirty work as well. The only one who can shoot is 14, who gets no clear shots on goal. You couldn't write it. Nah, Saka can shoot. Saka can. You've got players who... Declan Rice can shoot. I just don't think we shoot much from outside the box. It's not really our style. I saw Villa today, like, they shoot from outside the penalty area a lot. You might thought that was going out, didn't you? Noni wasn't even under pressure. Yeah, I don't get it. He had so much time to just whip that in the far corner. Fraser Forster. Yo, I swear down, how old is Fraser Forster? This guy must be about 40 years of age. How is he still... Oh, he's 38. Here's Zubimendi. I think their second choice keeper got injured, so they've just signed him till the end of the season. Oh my God, what? I have never seen anything like it. Are you seeing that Techers, bro, from Gabriel? Oh my, the Bozo gene's back. We're losing 1-0. He must have thought he was playing for Brazil. Evan Nielsen, international duty. Genuinely, I'm so shocked I can't even get angry. I can't believe what I've just seen. The technique is absolutely Sunday League level. What on earth has who was you even passing to? Who's he playing this ball to? He's trying to probably play it to Timber. Oh my days. They need to breathalyze him at half time. Here we go, guys. That is pathetic. I can't even get angry. If somebody did that in a Sunday league game and he'd been out the night before, I'd be angry with him. Never mind this guy. The Bozo gene has just come back in full effect. Got this guy doing gun fingers, celebrations. Oh, why have I just put 1-0 to Arsenal on the score? I cannot believe the Techers looks awful. It hit his heel. That is disgusting. I don't want to say like, because I've said on this channel before, and this ain't the time to be saying, I told you so. But they're the things why I don't put him above Saliba. This is why Saliba gets linked to Real Madrid and all them teams, because he's so good on the ball. I know, man, but trust me, you can't make that mistake. You can't make that mistake, bro. You're under no pressure. It's a ridiculous mistake. That is a joke. Bro, I was shocked. I thought he was offside or something. Anyway, listen. I always say with Arsenal people, right, is the thing I keep saying is I don't want to hear excuses, right? I don't want to hear excuses. Okay, you made a mistake, you 1-0 down, we'll come back and beat them 2-1. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear the excuses. They haven't won in their last 5 games, Bournemouth. So if we turn up there and all of a sudden make them look like a good team, then that's our fault. Bournemouth on the attack. Oh, he shot wide. Now, you see, you give a team a goal, all of a sudden they start to get confidence, and that's what happens. Why? Where's our midfield? Why are we backing off him? That's a good shot as well. They're a good team, you know. They're a good team. Their attack is decent. Yeah, listen, I don't know what Gabriel was doing. I don't know who he was trying to pass to. I think he was trying to play it to Timber. Listen, we got to fix up. These are games, people. Sometimes it's your Bournemouths, your Fulhams, your Brightons, where the title can go. We got to find a way to win it. This is where, look, the Odegaard position annoys me. Zubimendi's on the ball. Odegaard's our attacking midfielder. Look how deep he's coming for the ball. But it is what it is. Big up G. No, I read that. Big up Curtis City got Semenyo for long throws. Yo, you better relax, Aryan, with that K. Kivior never did that stupidity. I was his lawyer. Nah, Kivior can't chat to him. Saliba did it v Madrid. He did, to be fair. I don't know if it was as bad as that, but he took too long on the ball, didn't he? When Vinicius scored. They just got to get on with it, to be honest. Get on with it. They were actually starting to play well. Football is a game of chances, isn't it? You give them basically an open goal. And again, the crazy thing, if you look at it, and this is the modern game, isn't it? David Raya's not even in his goal because he's moved out of his goal. So when the ball comes to Evan Nielsen, he's basically got an open goal. That's because nowadays, see, Gabriel, be interesting how he deals with that mistake now. Because when you've made a mistake like that in the game, sometimes can mess your head up. He needs to stay calm now. Free kick to Arsenal. I can't believe we're losing. I really can't. When conceding first, 1 win, 3 draws, 2 defeats. That's not good. We've only won 1 game when going behind. Rice whips it in. Come on, Nani, man. Done well. Done well. Come on, Nani. Pick someone up. Goal. Surely. No, blocked. Yeah! Gabriel! Come on, Gabriel. 1-1. Love that. Best way to make up for the mistake. Gabriel redemption. Gabriel redemption. Love that. Yeah, good play by Nani. I don't know if Nani will get an assist for that because we had a couple touches before, didn't we? Listen, end product, man. If you keep doing that, you get Saka out the team, but you got to keep doing it, bro. Who's that, Semenyo? Aye! This touch, bang, finished. Who? Nah, blocked. See, he was begging a penalty, the first guy in Capia. There was a second one as well. Yeah. Does well, pulls it. Ah, that little roll there. This one. That's a good block. It's a good finish by Gabby, you know. Near post, goalkeeper's not there. Should Martinelli have scored? Go high, maybe. It's a good block. Yeah, it's a good finish. Just put your foot through it. Redemption. Yeah, that's what you do, man. I just said, you know, that's how you got to come back from a mistake. Now we can put that mistake out of his mind now and just concentrate on playing. We should be beating these. Like, I'll be honest, man. We're better than them. I don't know what they're checking. Unless someone's injured. Gabriel could score early. What's leaving? Never doing that. He's our best centre back. We beat Madrid with Kivio, not Gabriel. My reverse jinx. Ryan said Big Gabby made a mistake. Corrected himself. How many times did he do that? I swear he was typing it. I didn't even see that goal. Mohamed said, dude told Rice I'm going to score. Fair play to him. 1-1. It's still back in the balance. We're just back to square one now. Gyokeres got to get involved in the game. Come on. Come on, do something. Just have a shot. Have a shot. I'll take that. It didn't look like it was going in. He was stretching for it, but a corner. He's so out of everything at the moment. He's just got to do basics in the game. I don't mind him having a shot there. It ain't going in. It's going straight to the keeper, but we will take that. We're not bad from set pieces as well now. Gabriel's back. We went a few games without scoring from set pieces. Rice in swinger. Who's their keeper? Petrovic. Yeah. He didn't look too comfortable coming for that last cross. Stick it right in the mixer. There we go. Oh, I flicked it away. Nah, they got it. We should win now, but you just never know, do you? Why is he rushing that for, man? Have a touch rail. Why is he hitting that first time out for a throw-in? He had so much time then. Anyway, throw-in. I am confident we'll beat these, but you just never know. They've got goal for it. Just go home. I've just defended you. Now you don't do something stupid. They do press though, Bournemouth. Their front three is quite quick. Hold it. That's not a foul, ref, man. Gave him a little barge, I think. Every time you look at Gyokeres' face now, he just looks shocked. I don't think that's a foul, you know. It's just that, like, he just had a little jump. He kind of got a bit of elbow off the guy. I just think I'd have played on, but yeah, it is what it is. Free kick to them. He needs a goal, man. He needs a goal. Even Gabriel's scoring. I knew Gabriel would score, but I need him to score two now. One word, character. Yep, you're right. Gabi, our best player for 3 seasons, bar none. Headed away there. You overreacting, that's his reply. Yeah, fair enough. I was in my feelings, man. That mistake was a bad one. Go back and watch all the previous streams. I told you Nani will create more than Saka and panic defenders. Saka wants glory instead of the team. I know what you're saying. Go on, Nani. Gabriel is the man. Have you seen young Gyokeres dancing at Brighton? No, I haven't seen it. He didn't hardly play. I don't think he played for Brighton, did he? Or not in the Prem. Maybe under 23s, I think he did. They loaned him to Coventry, and then Coventry bought him on a permanent. Timber's a beast, mate. Timber's a beast. Here come Bournemouth. He's got to be offside. Evan Nielsen, mate, play on to the whistle. I think he was offside. I think he was offside. Free kick to Arsenal. They all stopped as well. That was the mad thing about it. Let's have a look. Did he? I'm pretty sure he didn't make no appearances for them. Not in the Prem, anyway. 2021, he went to the Champ. And then Stockholm. Yeah, no, he didn't make any appearances for Brighton in the Prem. They were under 23 games. There's Nani. Saliba. We're keeping the ball well. Yeah, Martinelli and Gyokeres are the two that we ain't had in the game. Aye, that's a poor pass, man, Zubimendi. Well done. No, what? I thought Odegaard could have got that. Go to the ball, man. Odegaard defensively there, he honestly gives you nothing. He could have slid and got that, I reckon. Or he should have attempted it at least. They're a decent team, you know. They play the ball around well. Who do you want us to get in January? I just don't think we got much money. I reckon they might get a young player on loan or something. I'd love us to get a left winger and a midfielder. Ball whipped in. Oi! Heads it wide. It won't even... That's boy. I don't know how he's drifted in there and got all that space. Who's marking him? Odegaard. Left him. You see that? And people don't see these little things with him. Look, just left him. You can't do that. If he heads that in the corner, that's his fault. Didn't want to track him. Big up LSU in the pub in Houston for the first time in a while. Come on, you Gunners. The game's in the balance. Very open game. I reckon there'll be more goals. Yeah, the Zubimendi pass, he stitched Rice up. They're only in the game because of stupid passing. Yeah, but they've had a couple half chances though. We haven't got. It's a bit sort of divided. Like, I want us to get on the ball more and control it. I don't feel like we've got control of the game. Oh, in goal, watch out, I am due. Well, they haven't won in 5. Surprising, really. Good tackle. Got to recover. You're on the wrong side. Oh, footwork, crazy. Crazy footwork. Don't give him a yellow, ref. Come on. Evan Nielsen. He's a good player. I can't believe they got him from Porto. Aye. It's good footwork, man. Lured Gabby in. Lucky he didn't book him. It's not enough contact, really, but sometimes away from home you get a yellow for that. Yeah, listen, I don't think we're playing that well. I'll be honest with you. The game's too open. You play against a team like Bournemouth, you've got to impose yourself on them. It's kind of end-to-end. They're getting chances and we are. But they look quite dangerous going forward. I don't know if they got a free kick taker. Semenyo's walked off. Clivert. He'll probably have a shot from here. Is it 10? I thought it was 5 games they haven't won. I thought it was 5 games. 10 games is mad. I know they said they were on a bad run. They've drawn a lot of them, though. They haven't... Is it 10 without a win? Yeah, they haven't won since... Yeah, the Forest game. Yeah, it is 10 games without a win. If he scores from here... Nah, No, it's wide. Poor free kick. Bounced twice. Lost 5 and drew 5 in their last 10. Yeah. Good play by Odegaard. Move it. Move it. Oh, done. I'd love to see him higher up the pitch. If I'm the striker and my attacking midfielder's that deep, I'd be annoyed. Nani tried to slip it through, got blocked. Too easy. This game's too open. I don't like it, I'll be honest. Yeah, if we speed up a bit, but I reckon Trossard will come on the left. Martinelli ain't doing a lot, and he'll take Gyokeres off for Jesus. But the problem you got now is Nani is our best attacker so far, and because it's Saka, he'll probably drag him, where I wouldn't take him off. Come on now, get going. We haven't done nothing on this left-hand side. That's a yellow card, ref. Yeah, well done. Semenyo booked. Free kick on the halfway line. Just a little clip. Clips his £80 million for Martinelli for use it. What from 80 million from where? Oh, Saudi. Oh, yeah, they're not going to offer 80 million for him. If you look at Saudi, really, we haven't sold anyone to Saudi, have we? They got all that money. We haven't sold one player there. Passing needs to improve, definitely. Definitely. I think when the free kick's there, you should just take it short and play. You don't need to do all this lineup. Just play. Yeah, that's it. Pass it back. It only cost 52 mil. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, listen, that's the thing. He cost a lot of money. He should be good. Yeah, no, we responded quickly. We needed that because their confidence would have got even more. Look, always see Odegaard coming towards the ball from the centre backs. Look how deep he is. If you're Gyokeres here, how are you ever going to link up with Odegaard when he's coming this far back for the ball? Touch Timber. Come on. Give it his feet. Trust him. Hold. Better. Much better. It's basics, but that's where we're at with him at the moment. Just got to hold the ball first and then try and build your way into the game. You're playing from the back. Controlling it again, but when you lose the ball and then they're at you, look how high their players are. 1, 2, 5 players in their attack almost pushed up against our backline. Zubby's been a couple of passes today just given away too easily. That's where you want Odegaard to be, but when we've got the ball. Big T, why do you think Odegaard comes so deep for the ball? Listen, maybe we're not good enough in possession deep in the pitch, so he feels he has to come and help, but that ain't what Rice and Zubamendi's job is. You can't go and babysit them and do their job for them. That's not bad. Keep that in, man. Oh, Lord, how did he not keep that in? I swear he looked quick when he was at Sporting. That league. Do you know what's crazy? The guy who they signed has got 15 goals in 17 games. It's some guy from like one of the bottom teams in Spain. It tells you that Portuguese league is bang average. I swear he could have kept that in. Yeah, they'll probably take Semenyo off in the second half. They ain't going to want to risk him the whole game. And this guy got 92 pace. Well, FIFA is a little bit different, isn't it? He did look 92 pace in Portugal. Looks 70 pace in the Prem. Maybe 60. Come on, man. Move the ball. What are we doing, man? What is that? We're not playing well. I'll be honest with you. We're not playing well. I'd say Nani's the only one that's looked decent. Martinelli ain't been in the game. Gyokeres has not done a lot. Martinelli, Odegaard, we ain't done much. We need to wake up. But at least we got options on the bench. Long ball by Bournemouth. Good header. Deal with it. We have to win this game. Don't let him shoot block. That Evan Nielsen looks lively for them. They paid like nearly 50 million for him. Poor man. Look how easy that is. Put a challenge in. Good. Force him to give it away. We're panicking. Why are we just kicking the ball away like this, man? We look terrible. No composure on the ball. Dangerous. Oh, it's wide. I'm sorry. This is not a good start to the game. It's just not. We're just booting the ball away. We look like a relegation battling team just clearing the ball. That's a good run across the near post as well. Honest thoughts on Zubimendi. I think he's all right, but I don't think he's better than Partey. I honestly don't. He has his best games in the Champions League when we've got space to play. You go and press him. Who said he was great against Villa the other day? He got destroyed in the first half by Onana. He looked good second half when Onana came off and Kamara was suspended. So they had no power in midfield. I don't think he's better than Thomas Partey, bro. I'm sorry. Partey could defend and he could play the ball forward. He had the odd mistake in him, Partey, but I don't think Zubimendi's an upgrade on him. Team forgot how to pass the ball. No, they're good at pressing. They're good at pressing. You got to remember with Arsenal, right? Oh, you see there. I mean, the guy's probably pulled him, and he's given the free kick the other way. It's a shame there because I thought he was going to turn him. You got to remember, Arsenal, most weeks they play against a team that low blocks, where Bournemouth are actually pressing us, putting us under pressure. So maybe we're not doing well with them pressing. Does he pull him? Grabs his arm. It's a foul, man. But it's the Prem. It's harsh. I don't know how the ref didn't see it, though. He's close to him as well. We got to improve. Take your time. It's not a bad volley, actually. Get up. Got to jump with him at least, man. Well done, Gabby. Aye. I can't believe the football that we're playing. They're playing better football than us. Why are we just volleying the ball forward like that? It's terrible. Oh, that is a great ball. We've been split. Timber and Noni are out of position. Good header away, man. I'm sorry, we are not playing well. Why are we... Oh, we look disjointed, man. Timber should have dropped off there. Why is Timber so high? He's in front of Noni. Good header away by Gabby, man. We are not playing well. They're playing better than us. Good thing about them is they are one unit, yeah? Yeah. Corner taken short. Whipped it in. Oh, hey, is that a goal kick? No, it came off our player. Corner to Bournemouth, 33 minutes gone, 1-1. We've got to play better than this. This is the problem with Arsenal. You look at that Villa performance, you're like, oh, my days were incredible. Then we go to Bournemouth, you go, what is this? Like, the performance levels are too different. I know you can't play at a top level every week, but Zubimendi is grabbing his shirt as well. Just leave him. Zubi gets bullied away from home. Says Droop. With Calafiori out, Timber is now the... I think Timber's inverting. Corner whipped in. Raya. Well done. That's what you need. Come on. Can we break? Play it. You're going to get clamped. Noni, you took too long, Deckers. Get on with it, man. Stop arguing with the ref. Have you ever seen a referee go, oh, yeah, you're right, mate. Now you're shouting at me. I'll change my mind. You're wasting your time, Deckers, mate. They're on the counter-attack. He's not a great ref, but come on, man. Get on with it. Odegaard, mate. Useless defensively, as always. Good block by Timber. All this thing about Odegaard's pressing, it's a myth. I say it all the time. He gets to you and then he don't challenge. He just gets in front of you to say, oh, I've ran to you and then I'm here. Alfred said, Odegaard is annoying. Noni is clearly our danger man. For some reason, Odegaard forgot about the right side. If Saka was there, he would get the ball all the time. They're appealing for a penalty. It won't be given. For some reason, Timber's playing right wing and Noni's at right back. Look at the football we're playing. We're booting the ball away like there's 2 minutes left and we're hanging on for the win. We're not even winning the game. That's a good ball. Keeper collects it. Oh, dear. Our midfield is non-existent. Well, you wonder, is Rice 100% fit? Zubamendi's playing poor. And Odegaard's not really in the game. So we got no control of the game. This might... maybe someone like Eze for a game like this. Because the game's quite open. But is he going to trust him with that defensive work? It's Saliba, 10 minutes to half time. The crazy thing, and Alfred's right, you know, we give the ball to Saka so much. As a club, they should be looking at this going, Noni's got this left back on toast. Give him the ball. We ain't giving him the ball. We stopped giving him the ball. We've seen him go past that fullback about 3 times. And now we're not giving it to him. Timber needs to stay deep and allow Noni to stay higher up like this. Skin him. Oh, no, they got 2 players there. Can't do it every time. Odegaard in possession. Here we go. Give him the ball. He ain't got no space to run into, though. Keep giving it him. Bournemouth will tire. Yeah, hopefully. When you press like that, it takes a lot of energy out of it. So hopefully they will tire. Is Martinelli? Hardly mentioned him today. Little circle. Come on now. Lift your head up. He's going to do the same thing again. That's rubbish. Another delivery. Jeez, more deliveries than Martinelli. It's better than that delivery as well. Every Martinelli cross just getting blocked at the near post. Anyway, what we got? 8 minutes till half time. Bournemouth will tire. I'm not sure you can press like that for 90 minutes without tiring. Martinelli wins a free kick. Declan Rice crossing. Rice was complaining. Semenyo's grabbing him. Yeah, I mean, is it a foul? I don't know. He puts an arm on him. You're always going to do that. Philly said we were flat in the first half of the Villa game too. The only thing is, in the start of that Villa game, we actually created a couple chances in that game. You know, you think about the Gyokeres headers. In this game, we haven't created a lot, but can we get a set piece? You don't understand why Trossard's on the bench, says B Hoods. Ball whipped in by Rice. Oh, goes over everybody. And goes out for a goal kick. And I think that sums up the first half so far. When we equalised, I thought, we're good now. We'll take this game away. Now I'm a little bit nervous. We don't have control of this game. Why not start Jesus? Gyokeres needs to be benched. I think for the Liverpool game, if this performance doesn't improve today, then you bring Jesus in for that game. I think people have to understand Jesus been out for a long time. You can't just start him too quick. But maybe this week he will. Because Gyokeres out of the game too much. You know, we're struggling to get him involved. That's the problem. I don't think he's had a shot. Oh yeah, the blocked one, yeah. Very lazy to say don't complain. The ref has proven it helps psychologically later on in games. My point was, though, they're on the break at the time. I don't think that's the time to have that. Like, they're attacking us, mate. There's nothing going to happen. Oh, and Capie overruns it. Goal kick. Roca's been fine. I don't know. He hasn't done a lot. His hold-up play's been okay, but he hasn't he hasn't been in the game enough, unfortunately. You know. 6 minutes till half time, people. 6 minutes till half time. 1-1. Gabriel mistake for the first goal. Gave it straight to Evan Nielsen. Evan Nielsen scores open goal, but Gabriel redeems himself. I probably spent the next 5 minutes criticising him, and then he scores. That's a good way to redeem himself. Here's Semenyo up against Nkapie. Martinelli's helping him. Cuts inside, tries to play a little 1-2. Semenyo shoots over the bar. Very easy the way it went into his feet there. But goes out for a goal kick. Arsenal not playing great. The crazy thing about this game is Noni is the danger, and we've stopped giving the ball to him. I don't understand it. Arsenal in possession. Here's Martinelli. Take him on. Go on. Here's Zubimendi. Finds Odegaard. What you got? No, not great. Not great, Odegaard. I don't mind the idea, but the ball wasn't right. Martinelli gets held off. He goes out for a goal kick. I think the key word today is going to be substitutes, people. I think our match winners could be on the bench. I know people will say, look, looking at the bench, maybe, but and people don't always agree with this, but if I'm Ethan Nwaneri, I'm sitting at home, or he might even be at the ground, but I'm sitting there going, how are you telling me I'm not good enough to be in the squad? Fair enough, maybe not starting, but are you telling me Ethan can't offer something off the bench? He's one of the players that drives at defences, and I just don't understand it. I really don't get it. Nearly barged Arteta over there, Declan Rice. 8 shots to 5 in Bournemouth. Let me have a look. The stats of this game are... Yeah, you're right. 8 shots to 5 to them. But I think they've been the better team. Zelda said he'd sell Odegaard and Zubimendi. Well, he ain't going to sell Zubimendi. Only just signed him. Odegaard, I mean... I wouldn't necessarily sell him, but I've always said for a long time, he wouldn't be a player for me that is like, yo, he has to play. He's not that player for me. He's a player that he'll have a couple good games, and while he's in good form, yeah, man, Odegaard, and then once that form drops off, I'd be taking him out of the team. There's certain games where you kind of know he's going to play well, and then games where you know he's not going to be at it. He doesn't like physical battles. Yeah, Rice is annoyed. The referee's frustrating him. He needs to keep his calm. The ref's not really helping us, but we've just got to do our job. Move the ball a lot better. Here's Martinelli. We're really struggling down the left-hand side, which makes you wonder why we keep playing down the left-hand side. Come on. Not bad. Come on, we could be in. Martinelli, have you got the pace? Noni's at the back post. No, that's so poor. That's so poor, man. Gyokeres flicks it round the corner. Martinelli outpaces the defender. Noni at the back post. He underhits the cross. I know the defender got a foot on it, but it wasn't going to get there anyway. So poor, man. How many years are we going to talk about this guy, Martinelli? Honestly, sometimes we act like he's 18 and making his way in the game. Like, that's a basic ball. On your left foot, bang, across the box in front of the defender. So that's so annoying, because that's a tap in at the back post, or it's a clear chance. Trossard would have found that, because he's 2-footed, like he's good in that sense. Martinelli hasn't got 1 assist in the Premier League this season in 14 games. The state of that passing. Timber's inverting, and I don't know if it helps him. He's all over the place. Come on. Honestly, I think this is one of the worst passing games I've seen from us. We've given the ball away so many times under no pressure. Classic Odegaard backing out of 50-50s. Oh, mate, I've said it for ages. People saying Rice is limping. Is he limping? Let's see him. It looks... I don't know. I can't see it. I mean, listen, he's just come back from a bruised knee. You know, sometimes it still might have a tiny bit of pain there, so maybe he's doing it. But 2 minutes added on. Not sure about this half. I think we're actually quite... Well, I wouldn't say we're fortunate to be drawing because their goal, we gave it to them. But look at this. What are we doing here, man? Like, are we actually... Did they go out last night? Just giving the ball away. Wow, you're lucky that wasn't a foul. You're turning it into a battle. You don't want that. You just want to get... Look, I can't believe what we're doing. Noni's getting the ball with Timber in front of him. Make it make sense. He should be 20 yards up the pitch. Come on, Timber. It's going to slow down now. Wide, quick. He ain't going to take Semenyo on in cap here. What is that, Gabby? This is absolutely awful. This is shocking. Look at this. Bang. Great touch. One more touch. Look at that pass, man. What is that? The replay makes it look even worse. Come on. Punish. Roll the ball, man. Why do you go that way? Well, he ain't going to shoot, mate. There's no point. There's no point. Wasted it. Wasted it. Why didn't Rice play the through ball? How many touches does Odegaard want before he does something on it? Like, just what are you lot doing? What am I seeing here, man? That is absolutely shocking. Just put it near the door. That is terrible. Bro, this 20 seconds before half time, and these men are, oh, touch, turn round. The passing has been awful. The only good thing is that it's 1-1, and you know, I feel like we can win, but you ain't winning playing like this. G-O-A-T, be the greatest of all time. Our passing has been poor in that half. Have to step up. The game is there to be won. The subs will be vital. Such a poor half of football. It baffles me. It really does baffle me watching this team play, because I come away from that game against Villa and I went, wow, what a performance in the second half with no Declan Rice. And I was like, I'm watching this today and I'm like, what are we doing? Zubamendi today, awful. You're meant to be the guy that connects everything. You connect everything on the pitch. That Rodri role. But we can't connect if you keep giving the ball away, mate. We can't do that. Odegaard, this is the Odegaard from before that I wanted dropped playing like this. Too deep, too many touches, not affecting the game in the final third. Rice, I don't know about anybody else. I don't know if Rice looks 100% fit. I don't know if he does. It shows how reliant we are on Declan Rice. Yeah, do you agree? I don't think Rice looks 100% fit. He hasn't played great, by the way, Declan Rice. He hasn't. Whether that's because of the injury or he's just a bit rusty after missing the last week. Declan Rice put it. I don't think he's 100% fit. Those driving runs and that, they don't look as... Listen, I'll give some credit to Bournemouth, by the way. They're a decent team. They haven't won in 10 games. You wouldn't think so. You know, their attack, Cliver, Evan Nielsen, Semenyo, They're lively, they press, they get after you. There are, and I've said this all the time, people, like there are players at Arsenal who the biggest problem with them is they are not consistent. And that's why they are not top players. In my opinion, Martin Odegaard, we should be talking about Martin Odegaard at this stage in his career. We should be saying Odegaard's one of the best attacking midfielders in the world. That's what we should be saying. Odegaard is captain of Arsenal. He's 27 years of age. He's on over £200,000 a week. And yet you go, he played really well that game, and then you go, he's back to that. Like you just don't know what you're gonna get from it. Do you know what I mean? Zubimendi, I'm not gonna hammer him because he's new at the club and he's been decent this season, but Arteta needs another midfield option because the problem with Zubimendi, for me, he looks too easy to play against. I feel like if you're a good attacking midfielder and you're playing against Arsenal and Zubimendi's in the six, I think you would fancy it. You would think, I'm gonna get past him. I've said it before and I've said it again, people. Certain games, Rice and Zubimendi should swap. Put Rice in the six for the physical presence and put Zubimendi in the 8 to try and get him on the ball and play those passes. Because I actually think Zubimendi can pass. You put Zubi in the 6 against a team with power that can run like Bournemouth. He struggles, people. I'm sorry. And he doesn't look good today. He's been poor today. Martinelli, again, it's a typical Martinelli Premier League performance. Running around in circles, end product non-existent. Not good enough. I'm going to be honest, right? Martinelli would struggle to get in the Bournemouth team. I'm not even capping. He ain't better than Semenyo. He'd have to go head-to-head with Kluivert on the right, on the left. Not good enough. Not good enough. No, we're not overreacting. Do you know what it is? Sometimes, good form of a team allows players to hide in the shadows and pop up every 3 or 4 weeks. And it makes you think they're still good enough. Gabriel Martinelli in the Premier League this year, this is his 15th Premier League game of the season. He's got 1 goal and no assists. He's on £180,000 a week. He's got 1 goal and no assists in 15 Premier League games. And we are the top team in the Premier League at the moment. You wouldn't get away with that at other clubs. You'd be sold. You can't do that. Now, don't get me wrong, his Champions League form is what is saving him at the moment for this season. That's the reality of the situation. You can't just have spells like that where you're just... It's got to be better, people. The whole team's got to improve today. It's not good enough. So if we end up not winning today, they've only got themselves to blame. They've only got themselves to blame. I think the substitutes are winners this game. I think the subs are winners this game. Lost that passport real quick, says Space Jam. Yeah, back to the Amazon rainforest. Let's be real, mistake aside, it should be 1-0, which is a decent performance away from home. Like I said the other day, we love 0-0 at half-time. We do. We only seem to turn up for one half of football and we win the game in that half, but you can't always rely on that. Lewis says, teams get told we only play second half. Yeah, found some cash, all-out attack and overwhelmed with Jesus, Leo and Saka. Number 016, that last minute was disturbing to watch. Where is Eze? I think he needs to come on today. He-Man says, Peep, compare Odegaard to De Bruyne. Prime De Bruyne eats these games. Yeah, you shouldn't even... Don't compare him to De Bruyne. Don't even compare him to Gundogan. Compare him to Kovacic. You know what I'm saying? Elton said, Zubi shocking, Martinelli poor, Odegaard confuses movement with progress. That's a great point. Rice, are you fit, bruv? Pitch is too small for Nelly, high press killing us. It's funny how a small ground makes the pitch look small, don't it? When the pitches are pretty much the same size. Apart from sometimes a few centimetres. White Glove, watching this team try to attack the Bournemouth goal is physically painful. Nani the only one who's done anything positive. And we've stopped giving the ball to him. The problem we've got is, I said this recently, if you've noticed the last couple of games, because Calafiori is out of the team and Nkapie's at left back, Timber is inverting. But Timber's going into crazy positions, centre mid and right wing. So when Noni gets the ball, Noni's almost at right back and he's having to go 30, 40 yards up the pitch. Timber needs to think, well, Noni is destroying this left back. Let me stay behind the ball a little bit and let Madueke get the ball higher up so he's 1v1. When he's getting 1v1 with the fullback, he's cooking him. We've stopped giving the ball to him. We're playing more down the left and Martinelli ain't doing nothing. Zozo said, we need a left winger and a centre mid if we're serious in January. I agree with that. It's if we got the money, though. Muddy said, Saka on now. Noni making Timber do double shifts. No, I think Noni's been our best attacking player. I'm not in a rush to bring Saka on for Noni. I think Timber's too high up the pitch. I think he needs to stay back a little bit and allow Noni to stay high. Rice and Zubi shocking today. Odegaard, our best player. I don't know about that. He defo ain't the problem. O's having to drop deep due to Zubi not finding the pass. Now, there is some truth in that. I do agree with that. I think he's babysitting Zubimendi because his passing's not good today. But you can't do two people's jobs. Stephen said Gyokeres has been the better forward in the first half. Hold-up play's been decent, but that good little flick for Martinelli. I still need more goal threat from him. Hopefully we're better second half, which we usually are. The last possession, ring around Rosie. So Martinelli gives it to Odegaard. He has touch, goes in a circle, goes backwards from a crossing situation, and the referee blows half time. And you're like, what are you doing, mate? Noni should have scored, no doubt about it. That's the problem with him. But I know he won't get an assist for the goal, but he created the goal. You know, he crossed it, it was blocked, it came out, and then we scored from it, and he destroyed the fullback. We're missing Calafiori. Yeah, maybe for the balance, I think, possibly. That pass by Gabriel was unacceptable. Yeah, it was terrible. It was terrible. But at least he made up for it. But I haven't seen that mistake for a while. Yeah, Rice doesn't look fully fit to me. I just don't think he's I don't think he's moving as freely as he usually does. Our midfield needs to massively improve. Massively. The midfield is affecting the attack. Sure, Declan Rice. Yeah, I don't think Rice looks fully fit. I think he'll be off. But when you've just beaten Villa like that, did we even need to play him, to be honest? Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe Zubi is tiring. You know what I mean? Because the Premier League is very intense, a lot of running, and he's played a lot of football. And we don't rotate because he obviously doesn't trust Norgard. Marino's not so effective in midfield. So maybe Zubi is tiring. LSU, I'm in a pub in Houston, more spirit than you banter merchants. Yeah, but listen, LSU at the same time, man, there's a lot of room for improvement. Support is fine, but we can still be constructive. We didn't play well. You know what I mean? We gave the ball away so many times. Timeout. Odegaard pulling out of challenges, should lose the armband. I don't know how he gets away with it, honestly. I really don't. We've moved on from Odegaard. Need to see Trossard and Eze second half. Yeah. I want to see Eze in this game. It's open. I think there's a lot of space that he could make the most of. But yeah, let's see how this second half goes. Coming back up after this break, people. Richard said, big up the C unit. Almost 2 years a member now. Big up the gang. Much love and sorry, I was just reading another message. at the same time. Much love and New Year's wishes for everyone. That Gabriel mistake reminded me of when... No, I remember when he picked the ball up and it was handball. Big up to you, Richard. Philly said Trossard and Eze. Come on, you Gunners. Paul said, mark my words, Trossard will win this game for us. Big up Paul Del Monte. And Bad Bath has been a member for 16 months. Big up your damn self. Big up. Odegaard plays supporting 10. He needs to go. Yeah, Odegaard. Yeah, our midfield needs to improve massively. Massively. Our midfield is the key. We need more. But if you've got a Rice that isn't fully fit, then what do you do? When he comes off, what are you going to do? He would bring Marino on probably. Do you know what I mean? That's the thing. Is he brave enough to bring on? I wonder. That's a good point about Zubimendi. You know, he really hasn't rotated much, has he? Maybe he's tiring, but giving a ball away under no pressure, is that tiredness? I'm not sure. I would swap Rice and Zubimendi in the second half. Put Rice in the 6 and say, right, you just protect the back 4. Let Zubi go into the 8 and try and get us going. Guys, 6.4k in the chat and we've got 1.7k likes. Come on. Don't do me dirty, people. We should be on 2,500 likes. Easy. More than a 9, guys. More than a 9. Bring your boots. Bring your pads. It's unbelievable, guys. The way we evolve. The way we evolve, guys. I don't think they're coming out now, actually. I'm just looking. Any changes? We never really make halftime subs, do we? Unless something's horribly wrong. But big up to everyone locked in. Great support. As always, big 45 minutes for the boys. And we need to get going. Trossard, it looks like Trossard's on the bench. It looks like he's putting his pads on and maybe getting his tape and everything ready for the second half. I reckon he would have maybe said to Trossard, listen, give it 10, 15 minutes, you'll be on. I've had enough of Odegaard's prancing and arm waving. It's tough to watch. It is. His busyness makes it look like he's doing a lot without doing a lot, you know. But let's see how it goes. Wow, West Ham fans are having meltdowns online. Second half about to start. Come on, Arsenal. Don't turn this into one of them. Arteta's having a good old laugh with one of the Bournemouth coaches. I know he knows Areola. Anyway, we're about to kick off, people. No substitutions. We are underway. And we need to win. Arteta resting Saka for Liverpool. That one isn't even a problem. I think Nani's been a threat. Throw into Bournemouth in their own half. Arteta smiling with the Bournemouth bench. Fraud, said Oscar. I think he knows the manager, so I'm assuming he knows some of the coaching staff. They're from the same part of Spain. Actually agree with you here. Neither Nkapie nor Martinelli are very good at crossing. We still don't get anything down the left, especially with Rice being their offensive support. Nah. We've looked a lot better with Calafiori and Trossard on the left. Rather than... but obviously Calafiori's been quite injury prone since he's been at Arsenal. So he's probably not somebody we can rely on for 38 games. That's the reality of the situation. Let's just win the game. We're at that point again. Just win it. Muddy said also, why can't Nkapie just put it in the box? Can he not cross a football? Nani has been good offensively, but he lacks intensity. Rice, basic passing wrong. Don't give the fitness excuse. I hear you, Muddy. He-Man said, see, Odegaard is skillful, right? Why, when he receives the ball, does he have to go around the M25 just to turn? Drives me crazy. I don't get it. He gets the ball, he just wants to look busy, don't he? Cormac, would Daichi sort Gyokeres with a loan to... Listen, mate, I've got loads of jobs for him, mate. You know what I mean? I've got a new garage that needs building. You know, I want to put an extension in the back garden. You know, and that builder would be just a job, mate. Wheat bricks, wheat wood, wheat concrete. Daichi, lad. Come on, Arsenal. We're on the attack. Declan Rice. Right-hand side. Does it go out for a throw-in? No, it doesn't. It's cleared by Bournemouth. Come on, the Arsenal. Let's win this game. Sean Dyche, yeah, he's in big trouble at Forest. I'm telling you, he's lucky that West Ham are so bad that they haven't put Forest in the bottom three. I think Forest have lost 5 in a row. They're terrible at the moment. Big up to you, man. Big up, Il1792. Big up from Jamaica. Big up yourself, bro. What can Odegaard say in the huddle that would inspire his teammates? He's probably like, listen, lads, I've been using this tissue for a while, but it just can't contain the snot. It's only 2-ply, which means it's not the thick one. Anyone know any 3-ply tissues that can contain a bucket full of snot? They go, nah, we don't, Martin. They go, all right then, lads, come on, let's win this second half. Ball whipped in, flicked on, it's up in the air. There's a chance. Oh, it's cleared away. Kleenex and them two, you know what I mean? Come on, Gyokeres, wrestle him at least. Do something. If you know on FIFA, like they do skill moves, like the stars, 5-star skill. I think Gyokeres is 1-star skill move. I genuinely do. Raya gives it away. Timber. I reckon triple change needed at some stage. The secret snot technique. I'm telling you. I would never shake hands with Odegaard. Meet him on tour, he puts the hand out to shake my hand. You just got to keep it in there. No, I'm not. Oh, no, Bournemouth on the attack. Semenyo, I can't believe he played that so early. He puts his hand out to shake my hand. The fist stays there. He's like, no, I want to shake it. No. No, you better close your hand. You ain't shaking hands with him. Germs galore, mate. Worst football season all around in terms of skill. Football as an entertainment, game's hard to watch. I thought at the start of the season this would be one of the best Prems in years because I looked at it and thought, well, we've signed Eze and Gyokeres. Man, you got Cunha and Buemo and Sesko, and Tottenham got Xavi Simons. Liverpool got Wirtz, Isak. I thought the Prem was going to be crazy. I think the Prem's awful this season, to be honest. City have been okay. Liverpool have been terrible. We've been all right. We have a game we're great, then a game we're boring. Villa have been one of the most entertaining teams because you've got players like Rodgers and they kind of play with that freedom. But the Prem's not great, to be honest. A lot of it's football in general, though. You look at Real Madrid. They're the biggest club in the world. They're not even that good. They got Howson, 50 million from Bournemouth. A player like that would never have got to Real Madrid in the past. He's starting at Real Madrid. I wouldn't even have him at Arsenal on the bench for 50 million. I'd rather have Mosquera and Nkapie. He was awful against Liverpool. He's clumsy. They don't even rate him. I think they want Gahey from Palace. It is the coaches. It is. They want to control everything in the game now, rather than letting players just do their thing. That's why I love Lamine Yamal so much, because he looks like he's not being coached. And that's why I think he's so enjoyable to watch. But most of these players, man, it's just like having a PlayStation pad in your hand with the manager. They want to control everything that you do. And it takes away the skill part of the game. But he's got to make changes early. Come on, Martinelli. Come on. No. Rubbish. Goes out for a throw. Surprised we played a long ball. We don't often play a long ball, but Gabriel was looking for Martinelli. It went out. Trossard definitely got to come on the left. I'd bring Eze on for Odegaard. I actually wouldn't rush Saka on for Noni because I think he's a threat, but he will get taken off because it's Saka. And he'll take Gyokeres off. But Gyokeres, He doesn't look a threat. I can't stop praising him because he holds the ball up a few times. He needs to. Hopefully, the game opens up a little bit and he gets chances. But you got to remember, he'll probably come off in about the 70th minute, 65th minute. You'll probably see Jesus come on. Cleared away. I'm actually shocked that Bournemouth haven't won for 10 games, how well they've played against us. You'd think against a mid-table or bottom half team, they'd have beat them playing like this. They always lift their game for Arsenal. Ball in behind. It surely is too wide. Oi! That's too easy, man. What is going on here? Defensively today, one ball splitting us. Give away the free kick, but look, react. You're walking back, lads. He might. No, I think he might have been on. I'm not sure. Who is that running? No, but who's the Arsenal player? Zubi. Yeah, who's struggling to keep up with him there. Zubi's having a tough day, man. He's not happy. I don't know why Zubi ends up in that role as the last player. It happens a lot. Even from corners a lot of the time. We push the big lads forward, leave Zubi back. Come on, Gyokeres. You got to at least jump, bro. Jesus can... Look, again. Come on, get on that. Come on. Come on. Be strong. Stay up. You need a goal. Hit it. Surely. Yeah! Declan! Declan Rice and Peas! Get in there, Deckers! Odegaard assist. Let me give him some credit. That's a great finish. Deckers! Great finish. Bottom corner. Opens up his body. The man of the season. He's been our player of the season now, to be honest. I think Gabriel earlier in the season, but obviously he's been injured for 2 months. And Timber as well. Timber as well. That's a lovely finish. Just a high ball. Good flick on. Gyokeres makes a nuisance of himself. Good ball that from Odegaard. Do you know what? That's a really good ball because I didn't even think he could see him. He doesn't really look at any time. He just knows. I mean, it's not even in the corner, but it's low. The keeper's moving the other way. Yeah, it's a lovely finish. Two-one to Arsenal, people. We need the third now. We need to make it more comfortable. 2-1 still a nervy scoreline. And still make the changes, by the way. Some of them, anyway. Semenyo looks to me like a player who's going through the motions. If I was Semenyo, I would... That's poor, that, by the way. And that's poor from them. If I was Semenyo, I wouldn't be... Whoo, what a touch. I wouldn't be going crazy in challenges. Just like that one. Rice could have took him out then. That could have been the City move off. Told you Odegaard don't win challenges often. He could have won that. We'd have been away. 2-1. Much better start to the half. We need another one. Ah, corner. Still in the balance. Don't do the Arteta, oh, we're winning, so let's defend for the rest of the half. Please don't do that. Just get the third and kill this team off. He knows more about two-ply and not two-touch. Yeah, to be fair, he did get the assist. Big up Space Jam. Paul said Odegaard has to stay ahead of Zubi all the time. Yep. Right there where he created the goal from, on the edge of the penalty area. Muddy said always rated him. But look, the positioning makes the difference. Higher up the pitch. Gyokeres at left back. I can't believe it. What kind of cross is that? Throwing. Deckers. It's a good ball because he never looks. He just knows you should be there. Just pass it in. Don't need to put your laces through it. Just guide it. It's not even really in the right in the bottom corner, but the keeper's body weight is going the other way. Most goals between the 46th and 60th minute. We're a second half team. I say it all the time. Second half, we seem to turn up. First half, it's like we're warming up, but You just can't do that against better teams because, you know, they'll punish you. And we got Liverpool on Thursday. Yeah, no, that's what I said. Like Gyokeres on that goal, he had like 2 or 3 players on him. He occupies people. But you are still gonna, that ain't gonna be enough to keep him in the team. He desperately needs a goal. I just worry for him that if he doesn't score today, he might get dropped for the Liverpool game. But he never gets 90 minutes. That's the other thing. Obviously, we got a lot of strikers now. With Jesus back, Marino can play up front, Havertz, although Havertz not on the bench today. So he's always going to get taken off at the moment. Last 20 minutes. Martinelli's header was good. It was. It was important flick on. Semenyo's chilling. Oh, he's bodied him. Bodied in Capier there with a little shimmy. Oi, oi, oi! You see that ball there that he's just put across? Haaland will score that all the time. Isn't it? That's a great ball. Does he actually do him or did... Oh, no, no. Yeah, it's actually a weak challenge. Look at that ball. Haaland's going, yeah, thank you very much, mate. That's a goal kick. Don't Timber flick that onto their player's foot. Timber's a beast. He's give a corner. They better not score from this. That was a goal kick. Ay, great header away at the near post. Comes back out. Shots blocked. Keeps it in. Get out. Gyokeres, get out to him. Get out to him. Too easy. Oh, it's flicked in the air. Cleared. Don't panic. Let's go. Let's break. Wow, what are you doing, Odegaard, man? Oh, save. We don't counter-attack. Well, do... Oh, what is Raya doing here? Raya loves time wasting, by the way. He loves it. He's been booked a few times for it, so... Jesus, yeah, Jesus will come on. He will come on. Especially after his goal in the last game. And then if he does well today, he might start him. But then you don't know. Like I said, that ACL injury, man, sometimes you've got to really wait until you put them back in for a start against Liverpool, against Konate and Van Dijk. Aggressive. Look, 2 players on Gyokeres, but he didn't even jump. It shows that the opposition must think that Gyokeres is a problem because everyone marks him so tightly and aggressively and puts 2 on him, but he doesn't. He's just not getting any chances, is he? Maybe his movement's not good enough because, let's be honest, Marino gets chances, Havertz gets chances, Jesus gets chances. So why do those 3 and he doesn't? Noni's cooked. Oh, it's a good. That's a corner, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Strange. Corner. Noni does well. Good run. Good run. What I like about Noni, as soon as he gets the ball, he's at you. Just at you straight away. No messing around. Wins a corner. You need players that do that. If you bring on Jay, sit back FC. Nah, well, maybe set piece FC. Who's going to take that? Noni's corners before were not great, but kept hitting the first defender. They like the in-swinger. Let's get a goal from a set piece, man. Finish the game off. Magalhaes bullet header. Oh, they're throwing things at him. Let's go. In-swinger. Headed away at the near post again. Come on. Have a go. Cooked. Easily. Oh, the cross wins another. I feel like Odegaard, come and take the corner off him. Curtis, your Premier League player of the season. It's got to be Haaland, really. It's just take it. He don't even celebrate goals anymore. I think Rodgers been good at Villa, though. Like, he's one of the most enjoyable players to watch in the league. Declan Rice as well. You've got to put him in the mix as well. But Haaland's just too many goals, man. Another corner. Please just get it past the first defender. Yeah, that's better. Oh, keeper punched it. Come on, get it back in. Deckers untackled himself. Why end up going so wide? Odegaard whips it in. Headed away. Is Gyokeres going to get a shot in the second half? That's not bad. Not bad. It's flicked away. Get out. Get out. Yep. I don't know if we'll do a long throw. Well, Rice, actually, maybe will. The run-up's really short there, though. No, he's not doing it. No, he's changing the ball. Bit of time wasted. Ref's like, hurry up, mate. Long throw-in on the way. No, takes it short. Come on, Zubby, make something out of this. Not a great ball, headed away. Come on, we need the third. If we score a third, it's game over. But 2-1, they've always got a chance. Raya. What a ball. Deckers. Gabriel on the overlap. Not bad. No one in there. They will add 9 minutes. Hopefully not. Nothing's really happened. No injuries or anything. So I hope there's not loads. 28 minutes to go. Still no subs. I'm sure there will be soon. He loves a 70th minute sub. Gabriel at left back. It's not a bad ball. Get after that. Come on, be strong. Bully him. Oh. It's just not happening for him, man. We got to be honest. Like, he's not playing bad in the sense of the ball coming to him and he's making a mistake. But he's not doing anything, really. He's running around, he's battling, but, you know, come on. There's a lot of players in world football that will run around and battle. We need to see some quality. You upgrade your phone, you expect the camera to be better. You know what I mean? This camera's looking like a mashed potato. You know what I'm saying? I can't see nothing on this camera. But, hey. He just needs, yeah. Well, people say listen, I'm not saying get rid of him and write him off. Look, he's on the run. Look for him. Just look for him. Here we go. Oh, keeper. He could have had a decent run there. He's going to get taken off. He's going to have that look on his face again, I'm telling you. Jesus going to come on all confident like, yo, here we go. Last 20 minutes. Look, he's tired. He's doing beer running. It's horrible, man. It's horrible. Here we go. I just said it. Look, you're about to see the facial expression. He's breathing heavy. He's getting dragged. First sub as well. You know what it's like as a player, man? When you get took off first, you feel like you've played bad. You just think, yo, man, it's took me off first. It's Zubby. That's a foul play on. Come on, come on. It's where you need to make runs. Make a run. Make a run. Oh, Nonny. Twisted. Has he got him? He nearly ruined him, but he gets tackled. Give it him back, man. Give it him back. Let him go again. Reload. Not a bad ball. Nobody there. Deckers does well. Ideally, you don't want Deckers playing 90 minutes either. You've just come back from injury. You're like, if we get a third, you take Rice off, get a little bit of a break. I wouldn't mind Saka just not playing the whole game. He's basically tried to foul Zubimendi, ended up hurting himself. I mean, I bet Zubimendi's studs caught him. Or, I don't know what. Maybe his boot, maybe, I don't know. It's not his fault anyway. Yeah, I bet they're painful. But he was trying to foul him anyway. Get that mashed potato. Under any other manager, Gyokeres would bag. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe. I think he would have more chances, that's for sure. But he's about to get dragged. You would never put him in your FPL team, would you? It ain't happening. It ain't happening, I'm afraid. Why is Odegaard spinning around? He loves a little spin. Jesus at left wing. It's just the problem with that. You play on the wing for Arsenal, you've got to do so much running. And he's probably still... Oh, I knew he'd take Nonny off. Trossard, Jesus, Saka coming on. I think that's a bit harsh on Nonny. I think Nonny should have been given more time. Martinelli, I mean, yeah, typical Martinelli Premier League game. Typical Gyokeres Premier League game. But Nonny actually looked decent. I don't think I would have took him off. But you knew Saka was going to come on. We just knew it. And no Eze. We're making 3 changes. Eze don't get on the pitch. It's crazy. Trossard is just certified our left winger now. The only thing is Martinelli scores goals in the Champions League. He's got 5 in 5. I just think it's because there's more space. Changes for Bournemouth. Bringing on these three is elite squad depth. Well, they're all, well, I'm wondering now if that three are going to start against Liverpool, and that's why he didn't start Jesus today. I reckon you might see Jesus start because Liverpool, when I've watched Canate and them this season, they don't like it when you press them, and I think Jesus could do that well, maybe for 60 minutes. And then you maybe sometimes as Gyokeres struggling a little bit, it might be better for him to watch a little bit of the game and come on as a sub and try and make an impact against tired defenders. Let Jesus do all that running. At the moment, he doesn't look like scoring. That's the problem. I always say as a striker, I'd rather have chances and miss them than not have them, because that means something's just totally off. He ain't had a shot on target today. Never mind a goal. But anyway, as long as the team wins, that's all that matters. Here's Trossard. Wins a throw-in. That's our ball, in it. Yeah. We need a third goal. He won't bring Eze on at 2-1, I promise you. He don't trust him defensively, that's why. The only way Eze will come on if we score a third. And that's the problem for Eze now, because Arteta doesn't think he works hard enough. Anytime the game's close, he isn't going to bring him on. And that's the sad thing. He'll play him next week against Portsmouth in the FA Cup. But Eze, I said this the other day, Eze might not go to the World Cup. He can't get in the team. You've got Bellingham, Foden, Palmer, Rodgers. You know what I mean? Do you really need Eze as well? He's not amazing on the left. He's more of a 10. You could play Bellingham there. You could play Foden, Rodgers there. All right. Saka said, all right, I'll have some. No. I thought he was cooking them, but next defender came and got him. Good work by Jesus. Good pressing. Come on, guys. 22 minutes ago. Eze does play well for England. Yeah, he does. But you've already heard Tuchel. He dropped Lewis Skelly because he said he's not starting. So Eze might get the same thing. Muddy said the real front three. Eze not willing to die out of possession. And F said, we were playing well, but first half, I count 3 times. Gyokeres was in space, didn't get the ball. I know his touch is dead, but he's still our best goal scorer. Seems they don't trust him even when he's in space. You know, football, sometimes you have to gain trust. I think the problem is, when he signed, the club was clearly excited. Is that Zubimendi? I didn't even see that. Let me see that. Zubimendi might be suspended, you know. He's been out. He's been booked. That's stupid. No, you can't complain. You're an idiot. Idiot, mate. Honestly, what are you doing? Do you know why he's an idiot? Because we've got big games coming up, and he's on 4 yellow cards now. So 1 more yellow card, he's suspended. So you're an idiot. You're going to miss a game probably like Chelsea or Man United or something for kicking the ball at an advertising board. Get him off. He's been poor today anyway. What a run, Timber. That's a foul, ref. Aye, Timber, you better stop limping. Oh, shut up. It's a foul, mate. How's he saying never? Why Zubimendi? I just don't understand players sometimes. Timber's so good, man. Drop both of them. Little bit of limping now. He's all right. He's good. Yellow cards have rest. Well, I don't mind. It resets. Oh, that's all right. Oh, he's not an idiot then. Come on, Saka. Pull it. Goal, surely. Yeah! Deckers. Yeah! Man done the Steven Gerrard celebration. What a player, lad. Deckers double. He's world class. Yeah, that's it. Saka, and it comes on, assist straight away. Numbers. Declan Rice. First one was so nice. He had to do it twice. Go on, Deckers. Imagine he gets a hat-trick. I can't remember the last time someone got a Premier League hat-trick. Oh, Eze, yeah. Do you know what? I forgot Eze even played for us. Great ball. 3-1. Bosh. Take people off now. Come on, take Odegaard off now. And give Eze a run out, man. He desperately needs. Great ball. Keeper's not in the goal. Yeah, it's good finish. Just, sometimes you just hit them straight. Man hit us with the Steven Gerrard celebration. You're like, yo, move from the camera. My man's just running towards you on the screen. Yo, move back, bro. Oh, if Jesus scores, he'll definitely start. I reckon we'll score again now. I need to change the score, actually. I've still got on 2. Declan Rice. I said he didn't look fully fit at half time. That's why I'm not a doctor. Look at him now. All right, give it back to Saka now. No, it's not a great ball. Should have put more power on it. Give Eze a run out now, man. It just shows, to be fair, that we could have probably beat these without conceding. We could be 3-0 up now if it wasn't for that, which would have been a very comfortable scoreline. Seems Jack was right about Arteta not forgiving Eze for tracking cash. Has only started versus Wolves since, hopefully second half of 25-26, he cooks. Do you know what it is, bro? It's like, at the end of the day, he came from Crystal Palace, right? We all rate him highly as a player, but there's a big step up, and things change when you go to a higher level. You might have to work harder. You might have to play out of position. Eze's got to also look at himself and say, what have I got to do to get back in the team? Because after that hat-trick against Tottenham, Odegaard shouldn't have got back into this team. But then some of his performances were too, you don't even realise on the pitch. He should have forced Odegaard to the bench, but he didn't. And he's a favourite of the manager, Odegaard. So you're going to have to work twice as hard. So it's just the reality of it. We should look at it as Arsenal fans and go, we must be a very good team to have a player like Eze on the bench. You know what I mean? That shows how much we've improved, that we've got a player of that level who can't even get in the team. But he needs to grab his opportunities. Look at Jesus. He's putting pressure on Gyokeres to get him out of the team. Saka is floating out there lately, riding on his reputation. But listen, he's come on and done the business there. So Mohamed said it's reset setting second half of the season. Yeah, in terms of the yellows. Second Atri, Big C, the US is going mad. Yeah, bro, I didn't even. People were telling me about that at the start. Bakayo, end product, Saka. Well, Saka is all about numbers, isn't he? He wants. You can tell how he plays. He's desperate for numbers. 4 goals, 4 assists in the Premier League now. He needs to get that a bit more. Egg fried twice, says Space Jam. African sci-fi, but then if Odegaard gets hurt, the manager will have to depend on Eze, and he'll be rusty. Exactly, and this is what we're saying. You can't just pick your players all the time, because then if Odegaard gets injured now, and Eze's got to play against Liverpool on Thursday, and he has a bad game, he hasn't played for 4 games, so he's rusty. So you got to play him. And you're going to give it. He's warming up. It's 15 minutes to go. He should be on the pitch now already. He's probably going to get 10 minutes. Hopefully he can do something, but is he going to get enough time? Free kick to Bournemouth. Don't concede, because Eze will not be coming on. Let's get another goal, man. Spar said we still need a quality left winger to mirror that third goal on the left side more regularly. Yeah, Trossard's playing well, but... Oh, Bournemouth. Oh, my days. What a goal that is. Who is that? I don't know his name. Man's just come on and slapped it top bins. Well, it's not bins, but... What's his name? I see his... Oh, yeah. Is it that Remy guy? He puts a different name on his shirt. What a goal that is. Oh, what a hit. What a hit. Well, there you go, Eze. Sit back down, mate. It's poor. Where's our midfield? It's a great strike. When I first saw it, I thought Raya should save it. It looks like it's a thunderbolt. You can see when the ball like stops sort of spinning that you've hit it with a lot of power. I don't know. I don't usually when we concede, I say it's a bad goal, it's poor defending. Maybe you could argue the midfield should be closer to him. We've made it a game that it didn't need to be. Throw into them. Didn't need it. Didn't need it. Game should have been done. 13 minutes to go. Let's see if that Eze substitution happens. I doubt it very much. Good ball. Good turn. Aye. Ah, you got bullied. Semenyo. Good defending. But a corner. This is the thing with Arsenal. We make games more difficult than they need to be. You're 3-1 up. You're in control. Don't do anything stupid. Why has he got the ball with no defensive midfielder in front of him? Where is Zubimendi? Where is Rice? It's a great strike. Corner to Bournemouth. Nice. Not over yet. Big up penalty spot. This is nerve-wracking now. Raya's having a wrestling match. Look at him. Side netting. Arteta, he loves that. He loves the. No, I don't think Eze will come on. I don't think he will. I would still bring him on. Bang. Yeah, right. Nah, he can't get it, to be fair. It's a great strike. Force Odegaard to the bench. How? When Odegaard will always play under this guy. No, but let's be real, Cliff. If he'd have kept up... Look, he's not going to score hat-tricks every game, but if he'd have kept up that form, there would have been a lot of noise around the Odegaard getting back in the team. At least he would have been under pressure. They'd be asking about in the press conference. The fans, the content creators would all be saying, how's Eze been dropped? Because Eze put in a few bad performances, it just enabled him to bring him back in with no argument. Semenyo. Uh-oh. Good tackle, Deckers. Come on. Semenyo's going to chase you, though, now. No, Trossard, man. Well, he's got away with it. Well done. Stay on the floor. Get a free kick. Slow the game down. But yeah, I hear you, Cliff. And Sposh, I hear you as well. I still think, even though Trossard's playing well, if we've got money and we could sign a top left winger in January, I would still do it. Groupie is a baller, no hate on Raya, but surely you gamble. Alisson saves that. I don't know. When I saw it go in, I thought, what a goal. Then I saw the replay and I thought, it's not exactly top corner. Oh, it looks like Eze is getting a run out. Odegaard's taking off the armband. Oh, hold on. That don't look like Eze. Has Eze been bleaching and cut his hair off? Oh, no, it's Marino. Eze, sit down, lad. Not today. They've scored, mate. I don't trust you. That's sad, isn't it? Eze, warm up. You're coming on. Oh, they've scored. Eze, sit down. You'll play against Portsmouth next week. He's brought Sharoy on, people. Hold on, that's not Eze. Marino comes on for Odegaard. Will Eze ever play for Arsenal again? He will against Portsmouth in the FA Cup. Oh, dear, that was funny. I seen Odegaard coming off. I'm like, yeah, Eze's on. Hold on a minute. I don't look like Eze. Oh, no, I need the cameraman to zoom in on Eze. I want to see what his face looks like. Let it all work out. Yeah, the only workout is he's in the gym tomorrow morning, mate. He ain't getting the day off. Man ain't playing football. Man said Eze looks pale. Oh, dear. Where's Eze? Look at that. Do you see Odegaard? He's still snotting his nose, look. No, check Odegaard. Look at him. Look. Look. He's like, oh, I'm off the pitch now. I can really give it a good snotting now. Right, long throw anyway. Can we get the Declan Rice hat-trick? Cake soap settings, man. Cartel, you know what I mean? Fear-based tactics. Let's just win the game. Good flick on. It's cleared away. Got to win it. Good header. Good flick. Come on. We haven't created much since Jesus has come on. Decker's last defender. Good touch. It's funny, first off, I didn't think Declan Rice played that well. All of a sudden, you're going to give him man of the match. Let's be honest. Scored 2 goals. Just come back from injury and showed what he's about. So that's football, isn't it? Game of 2 halves, as they say. It's Zubimendi. He just doesn't trust Norgard, does he? Because Zubi hasn't had a great game. Maybe he's tired as well, but he doesn't trust Norgard to come on. He could have brought Marino. I don't know. I was going to say he could have put Marino in the Rice role and put Rice in the Zubi 6, but there's Saka. No, that's not a foul. Game's still in the balance. 8 minutes plus time added on. You could be looking at like 14 minutes left of this game. Now with the goals and the substitutions, there'll be a bit of time. Eze is a silent watcher player. It's sad. Eze's in a jail cell with Waneri and Norgard, says Mike. The thing with Norgard's just happy to be at Arsenal. That's why he was crying when we signed him. It's like, oh my God, I'm 31 at Brentford. I can't believe I've ended up at Arsenal. But Waneri's a young player trying to make his way. And Eze, he's an established Premier League baller. Siggy said, I'm not buying it. We can get examples of all these players making defensive mistakes. He was looking for a reason to bench him. Odegaard, politics, bro. I hear that as well. I hear that. The language that's a naughty one, that. There's nothing wrong with him, but you can get hurt. I hear you because, listen, the moment I knew he wasn't a fan of Odegaard, he is a fan of Odegaard. The moment I knew he wasn't a fan of Eze was when he missed that chance against Liverpool. And he called him out for it. And I thought, wow, he's only played 20 minutes for us. And you're mentioning his name. You know how many times I've seen Havertz miss a big chance and he doesn't call him out? From there, I said, yeah, he's not a fan of him. You know what I mean? He's not. But is what it is. Free kick to Bournemouth, whipped in. Raya, that should be yours. Yeah, take your time. 7 minutes to go. Yeah, he probably don't want to sit near him. He might give him a minute. Come on for 1 minute at the end, lad. Trossard, I don't even think that's a foul. He won a throw in. Remember him calling out Pepe? Well, you'll remember Pepe got sent off against Leeds. He called him out, said he let the team down. Yet Xhaka against Burnley grabbed that player around the throat and got sent off. He never blamed him. I don't know, people. I don't know. When you're his favourite, he'll protect you, Free kick to Arsenal. Rice clips it into Jesus. Good touch. Oh, that's a goal kick. Gabby, calm down, mate. It's definitely a goal kick. You know what I mean? That's a black tax. Thierry, have a word with Eze. Yeah, he's dropping him voice notes when he signed. But listen, that's handball, ref. As long as we win the game, that's the most important thing. That's the reality of the situation. People said, yeah, but he loves Saka. Yeah, but Saka's, a good lad. He's come through the club academy. Oh, what? Oi! Not a bad shot in the end. No, we're not playing the race card, but you know what I'm saying. He definitely, certain players, their energy is different. Their energy is different. Henri's blocked Eze now. I said, Thierry, it's Ebbs. Who? Remember, you left me the voice note. No, I never heard of you, mate. Don't call this number again. Hang up on him now. Just get the win is the most important thing. Jan said, unpopular opinion, our defence and midfield is overrated. Teams are slicing through too easily. Odegaard is one-dimensional. Now we are playing scared. I think our defence is very, very good. Our midfield, I think, can be got at. I think it's good. Like, Rice is top quality. Zubimendi and Odegaard are a bit inconsistent. You could still upgrade in midfield. Whip this in the far corner. Oh, he went for it. Take the corner. I think the midfield, you could still upgrade, and it wouldn't be that difficult. I think the defence, it's gonna be difficult to upgrade. You could get a left back. You know, if you could get me a Nuno Mendes, who you're not gonna get out of PSG, then yeah, you're gonna struggle to upgrade on Timber and Gabriel and Saliba, especially with their age as well, because Saliba's in his early 20s. Even Timber's only like 24. Big up Chimney Soul said, "Can you shout out my channel?" Yeah, there you go. Is that the name of your channel? If not, then put it back into the chat. Corner to Arsenal, Saka to take it. Can we get a fourth just to take away any nerves at the end of the game? That's a good delivery. Oh, it's cleared away. 6.1k in the chat. We're at 2.2k likes. Get up to 3k, people. And make sure you hype the video after. Here's Trossard. Not a good pass. Cut out. Go on, press him. They clear it. The commentator just called Saka Madwakey. I've got the commentary low, so I can't hear it. Yeah, Declan's man of the match. His second half, mate, he's drove us to victory. Even been on some good runs. In the first half, he didn't look fit. Yeah, big up. There's his channel. Chimney Soul, big up. Go and follow him. Big up that guy D for putting it in the comments. Saka's shot is a bit wild, but don't mind him having a shot. It's just not a great shot. Is this the first time we've conceded twice in a league game? It's a good point, actually. I don't know. It might be. I can't think of any others. I'm just looking through now. There's a few ones. No, 2 at Sunderland. Sunderland 2-2. I think that could be the only one. Newcastle's 1. Yeah. I think that's the only one. Yeah, it's the second game we've conceded 2. Which we shouldn't have, really, against Bournemouth. But... Oh, Villa. Yeah, sorry. Villa beat us 2-1, didn't they? Yeah. Villa and Sunderland. And this. Third time. We're not going to get the defensive record that we were trying. What you got, Gabby? I need to see some Brazilian. Aye. Has he done him? It's not a foul, although it's a foul. That should be our free kick. The man's grabbing his leg. And he's going to give them the free kick now. This ref has not been great, I can't lie. Let's see how long they had on at the end of the game as well, just to put us under more pressure. I don't think there's really been many, like, injuries or anything, though, has there? But then a few goals and a few subs. How far is that goalkeeper just threw the ball forward? Yeah, that's your channel name. Big up. Siggy said, Curtis, if you were Eze, would you regret coming to Arsenal? No, he's got to deal with it, bro. I think he achieved everything he could at Palace. There's nothing more to do there. But he's probably disappointed with the way it's going. There's no doubt about it. But he would have known when he came to the club that Odegaard's a favourite, you know. I think the plan was to play him on the left. And he doesn't look great on the left. Oh, flick on by Bournemouth. How long's added on? We're in the night at 6 minutes. Oh, no. Although we have got a free kick. Jesus non-existent. Yeah, he hasn't had the ball, man. We haven't created a lot for the strikers. Yeah, these fake scores, ban them in the chat. If I'm Eze, I'm asking for a loan. They'll never loan him out. Not this quick. PGMO don't want Arsenal to win. If you say anything, you suspend it for 6 months. There's always that. I don't think so, man. I don't think there's some conspiracy that they don't want Arsenal to win the Prem. Why would they love Man City when Man City are being investigated for cheating? I don't really think there is some big thing that they don't want Arsenal to win the league. Arsenal, I would say, are respected in English football. Good play by Saka, Jesus. No one really there. He tried to have a shot, tight angle. Goalkeeper collects it. We've got 5 minutes to go. I wish the AFCON ref was reffing. Just blow full time now. I've seen enough. City paid for the Dubai trips. It's documented. The Saudi money hits different. Yeah, that's true, actually. Come on, Jesus. Come on, take him on. Take him on and get a shot off. He's got lucky. No. See, that's not. Oh, he's just Meg Trossard. They're on the attack. Trossard is so. Come on, that's good. You got to work back. Cut that out. Well done. Incapié is the Rice. Keep the ball. Done well there. They're shattered, Bournemouth. They look like they can't move. Eze in the Champions League, Carabao Cup, and FA Cup. I think he'll get a couple of Champions League games because we've already qualified. Saka, twisting, turning. Here we go. Have a pop. No, it's not easy to hit that first time. Come on, Incapié. Not a bad ball. Is that a corner? No, it's up in the air. Should have jumped up with him there and put him under pressure. Unreasonable's going mad. Yo, Corn. Oh, he's a madman. Big up to you. The thing is, he'll play Eze in the Champions League games in the group. But once we get through and we've got knockout stage games, then will he trust him in those games? But when he plays, he's got to perform. Good header by Gabriel. Good flick by Deckers. Keep the ball, Jesus. He's got no one to pass to. Keep the ball. Honestly, Bournemouth are shattered. Look how they can't move. 3 minutes to go. Let's see what Saka does here. Corner. Yeah, take your time. See this game out. Havertz is our main striker. No, not for me. Not for me, but Jesus is not sharp. Well, people have been saying how sharp he looks, but he's going to have these games. Been out for a long time. What is it, 11 months? Well, the thing is, if Gyokeres plays against Portsmouth, sometimes those games are even harder to play in because you're expected to just destroy a team like that. And, are Portsmouth in the Championship? I think they're in the Champ. Jesus getting rugby tackled to the floor. Portsmouth are second from bottom in the Championship. We've got them away next week. You would like to think that they will rotate for that. I think if you're in a relegation battle in the Championship and you're playing Arsenal, I don't know. They need to concentrate on staying up. Don't put any pressure on us. Just clear the ball. Come on, Gabby. Oh, win the header. Aye. Keeper, yeah. Lay on that as well. Yeah, I like that. Imagine he tripped over. No, what are you doing there? Man's trying to block him off. You got to be careful doing things like that, I always say don't give a referee a decision to make, bro. Gabriel sort of blocked off Evan Nielsen as he was running towards Raya, fell to the floor. Was it Gabriel or was it? Yeah. No, he's not a lot in that. Bro's actually ducked his head down towards his elbow to try and get the penalty. That's next level commitment. Imagine the elbow just caught him in the face. Fair play to Gabriel. He's actually had a good game since that mistake. He's defended well. I've never seen... Yeah, man headbutted his elbow. I've never seen it. David said, tomorrow he will be 60. This is a great birthday present. Let's hope Arsenal win the league and the Champions League. Arsenal founded in 1886. 140 years. It's a long time. Jesus, man, they shouldn't get another touch. What is that? Jeez, man's first touch was a challenge. You've given them another chance by doing that. He should have ran that to the corner and won a throw-in or a corner. Long ball by Bournemouth. This could be the last chance. Semenyo flicks it. Please get rid of this. 20 seconds to go. Bournemouth in possession. Clipped into the area. Good header. Volleyed. Good block. It's a throw-in, and we know Semenyo's got a long throw. 10 seconds to go, people. This is the last chance of the game. You just need one of your two centre-backs to just head this away. You know what I mean? Semenyo, and he has got a long throw. Or you want Raya to come and collect it. Wow, the goalkeeper's up for them and everything. Petrovic in the area. Semenyo launches it. Great header. Full-time whistle goes. Big win. Yes. That's what we said. We need one of them centre-backs to head it away. Arsenal, 7 points clear. No, 6 points clear of Villa. 7 points clear of Man City. Big result. Yeah, I mean, we did well. They were all arguing with the ref. I don't know why. Oh, was the 7 minutes not up? No, it was 6 minutes. No, I don't know what they're arguing. Oh, they're saying they still had the ball in an attacking position. Listen, big win. Their manager's going mad at the ref and everything. I don't care about them anyway. We've got bigger things to concentrate on. People trying to win trophies. Ain't interested in Bournemouth. But listen, we got the job done. Made it a little bit harder than we needed to. 3-2. Should we have conceded 2? Is what it is. Well done to the team. I'm just pleased with the result. Disappearing off camera there. Don't know what's happening. Yeah, they went mad because basically they took the throw in. We headed it away. It went out wide to their player. He was obviously going to touch it and cross it back in. As the ball's gone to him, he's blown the whistle. Who gives a damn? I don't care. Over to you, City. Well, yeah, we need Chelsea to trouble them tomorrow, hopefully. Black, big up to you, Black Gemini. Gifted 10 memberships to the community. Big up your damn self, Black. And big up Mohammed, who's gifted 20 to the community. That's 30 new members to the channel. Really appreciate that. Chimney said, see, if you needed a channel to be redirected, I'm here. Big up to you. And Max Lifestyle, Eze has gone down the tunnel. Listen, I'm disappointed for Eze, but we've got to focus on the bigger picture. And that is Arsenal winning the Premier League. Ricky said he's a Chelsea stan tomorrow. Let's go, Palmer. Call Palmer. Call Palmer. Against his old club. Listen, well done to the team today. I'll be honest. Well done to the manager as well. I thought first half we were okay. Second half, we made hard work of it. But you know what? It's a good win. It's a good win at the end of the day. We've scored 3 goals. I'm reasonably pleased with that in the end. We've had, we've got tough runs at the moment. When you look at it, we ground out a victory against Brighton last week. We weren't great. We were fantastic against Villa midweek. We've gone to Bournemouth today and we've done the job. I never really felt like we were going to lose the game. Obviously, we conceded a bad goal. What I like about the team is that we conceded in the 10th minute. We scored in the 16th minute. So we didn't really give Bournemouth that much time to let that lead sort of, marinate and give them that confidence. Second half, we come out at 1-1. We score 2 goals, Declan Rice. We concede a belter of a goal, but we got the job done. Let's be real. Declan Rice probably not even 100% fit today, and he's got man of the match, put in a quality second half, scored 2, good goals. And it is what it is. Listen, I know there's a lot of discussion around Eze, and listen, I'm in the conversation. But at the moment, it is what it is. We've got Liverpool on Thursday, and he's probably going to play Odegaard. That's the reality. If he comes on, he's got to play well. I'm sure he'll start against Portsmouth on Sunday, and he's got to boss that game, to be honest, and that's the starting point for Eze. If he comes on for 20 minutes against Liverpool, he's got to do something. If he starts against Portsmouth, he's got to play really well. And at the end of the day, no matter the individual player that you like, it's about the team, the collective. It's another win for Arsenal. I think since the Villa game, we've won every game. So that's Bruges, Wolves, Everton, Palace, that's 4, Brighton 5, Villa 6, Bournemouth 7. 7 wins in a row since losing to Aston Villa, which is positive. So I'm actually very pleased with that second half, to be honest. We weren't great, but we scored 3 goals. We looked like we could score. And we've showed a few sides to our armoury this week in the sense of we battered Villa without Rice. We've beaten Bournemouth with Rice in the team. No Saka from the start, so Saka should be fresh for Liverpool. And obviously Trossard. So listen, I'm reasonably pleased. It wasn't amazing, but I like the reaction. The Gabriel mistake was big. He responds with a goal, so good win today. Not spectacular, but a good job done. We are going to have games where we are under the cosh a little bit. The only thing that frustrates me a little bit is that we conceded that second, made it a little bit more nervy. I thought the referee was poor today, but I just don't like to focus on referees in the Premier League. They're not very good. And when they're not very good, I'm not surprised. He didn't cost us the game, so no major thing. Alfred said, "What are they arguing about?" He ended the first half with us having the ball in the attacking third. Finally, a ref ending the game when time is up. Yeah, I think they're just complaining. They thought he was going to cross the ball. Philly said, "Did we learn from what did we learn anything from this game? But 3 points are 3 points." I think we learned that rotation is possible in certain parts of the pitch, maybe not others. I thought Nani came in and showed that he's got something to offer. And product needs to improve, but definitely good in 1v1s. I think Saka can rest when necessary. And I thought that apart from that, did we learn that much? Not really, but it's another win. It's another win. You can see the way the players celebrated at the end. They know it's a big win. Liverpool on Thursday. Big game. Big game. LSU said 3 points. Bless everyone in the community in 2026. Big up to you, bro. Big up to everyone in the community. 5,500 in the chat. Big up the Twitch gang as well. 26 of you on Twitch locked in. Zubi stepped it up after 30 minutes. He was better, but still not great, I didn't think. Alfred said also, can people put that Rice Caicedo debate to rest? Caicedo is a modern day Pepe, a red card or suspension waiting to happen. Over to you, C. I don't know. I think they're very different players. I always said that we signed the player that we needed more. I think we needed the character. He's now adding goals to his game, and so I always thought we ended up with the one that we needed more out of the two. Imagine if we'd have got both of them, but then could they have played together? I don't know. Neto said, I'm tired of the boys giving up weak goals every game. News to be need to be focused for the whole 90 minutes. Jesus isn't that good, should be replaced by Havertz. Gyokeres needs service, improvement is needed. I don't think Havertz is the answer either, but that's a different conversation. I think the way Jesus just played then, you might still go with Gyokeres on Thursday, to be honest, against Liverpool. African Rice Bowl, albeit scary, this is why you keep your foot on the gas. Good subs, even better third goal. Yeah, big up to you. Big up to Pierre, who's gifted 5 memberships to the community. That's 35 new members today. Big up to everyone on the first watch along of 2026. Important victory. Declan Rice, man of the match for me today. I thought first half he was a bit off it, but second half, 2 goals, job done, get the points in the bag, you know what I mean? And Liverpool is a big game on Thursday. All these games are big games at the moment. Let's have a look at the Premier League table, people. We'll have a look. Top of the league, 6 points clear of Villa, 7 points clear of City. City play tomorrow against Chelsea, who are 5th. Chelsea, of course, have got no manager. Does that help them? I don't know. Cole Palmer, we're looking for a performance, but we've obviously got a big week. Looking at our next few games, Liverpool on Thursday in the league, Portsmouth next Sunday in the FA Cup. Then on the Wednesday, we've got Chelsea in the Carabao Cup first leg semi-final at the Bridge. Then at the weekend, we got Forest away. Then we've got Inter away. We've actually got, after this Liverpool game, we've got 4 away games in 2 weeks. Portsmouth away, Chelsea away, Forest away, Inter Milan away. So rotation is going to be vital. The good thing at the moment, only 2 players out injured at the moment, Mosquera and Calafiori, and Mosquera is actually back in light training. So we may end up in a situation, hopefully over the next week or so, that everybody is fit. which would be massive for us, people. Really big. Listen, great result. Declan Rice, man of the match, no doubt about it. Two very important goals. Very good leadership, you know, is what you always want to see from Deckers, and very pleased. Very pleased with that display, people. Very pleased with that display. Right, I'm out of here, people. I'm going to make some dinner and stuff. Big up to everyone locked in. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. Homeland Security said, I'm going to need therapy. See, my heart can't take this. It's stressful. No one said it was going to be easy, but hopefully it'll be worth it. Big up to everyone locked in. Reaction video will be later on today. And I'll see you all for the stream.